All right, everyone, this is the Bristol Night Race live reactions.
I just saw the overhead. The slot doesn't look that bad.
The bottom four are eliminated. Well, you mentioned the cut line. Truex, Harvick, all chanted right around the cut line. But from Bell all the way to Blaney.
You know what? I actually think that the actually ruined the slot.
You could be having a gate rig, and it goes all the way with one guy.
With the support of Johnny Morris.
Quickly, as they fired the engines, drivers all back.
What do you have a good storm that's like coming down from like Tennessee or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, goal is to make it to lap 250 because I think it's a 500 lap race.
Yeah, it's a 500 lap race.
So goal is to get it to 250. If we can get that, then the race will be official.
Learn a lot about this racetrack, what the driver's going to be dealing with. When you look at this racetrack, it's multiple grooves. A little bit dark right down there on the bottom groove. There is
but wasting the purples is something different now. It's something way different than those fields.
Later in the race, though, a little issue while running up front. On fire there for the sixth.
Yeah, I'm so mad they was singing without out of that race.
You had a great race going last night, the Xfinity race.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun to be able to get out there and mix it up on the Bristol High Banks. It's an awesome racetrack, and I love being able to be out there. Helped me learn a lot about this racetrack and what the drivers are going to be dealing with. When you look at this racetrack, it's multiple grooves. A little bit dark right down there on the bottom groove. There is a high line that you can run, but they've treated the inside line, and a lot of drivers are going to use that bottom groove early in the race. Later in the race, though, I had a little issue while running up front. Got on fire there, burned the suit. Everybody's good to go, though. We got to go to victory lane with Justin Allgaier, so that was pretty awesome. But, man, I learned a ton behind the wheel of the car last night. Can't wait to watch these drivers deal with the challenges of Bristol as this group moves around all night long.
It was a lot of fun watching you. 47 laps out front, Junior. You had mentioned, hey, if I could finish 15, maybe a top 10 would be great. You went out there and led laps and it was a lot of fun.
High Banks of Bristol.
Yeah, good time. I was pretty excited.
Have you heard the Bristol dirt race won't be happening?
Such a challenging racetrack. A lot of
That sucks.
We retweeted the racetrack today, so
That was actually a good race.
the driver's going to find a lot of speed on the bottom of this racetrack, but over time it will move up to the top groove.
They're only showing the clips of some way. That's just shows how much this new going to set these sorts up.
This racetrack, this race has been so important to the playoff. An elimination race, so much can happen.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race for sure.
This is going to be probably one of the boys with some more. Just wouldn't see a tire failure about every 50 laps. Just wait until we see someone's not made a pass, but he can't fight the next one. That's gonna be fun to watch.
This is the regular season game. Everyone in the first 14 races received all those bonus points, and it has been a disaster start in the playoffs. Just an average run, and Darlington and McIntyre early last week in Kansas, he finds himself 7 points below.
Jeff, what about defending series champion Joey Logano, only 12 points from it?
I would say Logano and Kevin Harvick both are in a great situation. Either one has always optimism, but the advantage they have is what they do. They just never get a team place car and find get a fifth place with it. However, they are starting mid-pack. Logano's 21st.
Disaster start in the playoffs. Just an average run, and Darlington in a flat tire early last week.
Defending series champion Joey Logano, only 12 points.
Car.
I would say Logano and Kevin Harvick both are in very similar situations. Neither one is happy with their race car. Let's go to them both this morning.
I don't have any picks to win this race, by the way.
Never quit. You're going to take a 15
There's gonna be a bunch of town fillies. I'll be honest.
Logano's starting 28. Carbon starting 21st. The leaders are going to be coming, and they're going to be coming fast. So their first order of business is to stay on the lead lap, and it's going to be a hard to do that.
Guy starting up front. Drivers, former champion of the sport, junior.
My TV's messing up.
Wayne, get back to victory lane.
Frank Lasky's in here and watched his teammate and driver Chris Buescher win races this year, and he's had to wait and be patient for his trip to victory lane and return to victory lane. This is a track where he's
very good in practice. How about before this?
got to win. He's sitting well above 33 points above. Both those cars are in a great position to advance tonight. What an incredible job that Brad Keselowski and Roush and that whole organization has done to make those competitive. Tonight could be a big night for Brad.
Please, Wayne. No way.
Be around to win.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do on the low quality of this.
The drivers are going to fire the engines. They're going to be rolling here momentarily. Here's the start.
Alright.
And you have a lot of playoff drivers starting up.
Oh god, my TV looks awful now. Dude, there's no one in the stand.
Huge. Outside for his first career win, both cars looked very good at practice. Now, George continuing this one straight for the second time. Made it for the final.
Yes.
Both had pretty good cars in practice.
I had never seen the stands at Bristol that empty before.
Started in 20. The Harvick there in the 11th. Teammate 4 and then row 12. Drivers out row 13 there, right moving.
And they can get more. Their first year crew chief. The golden setup nugget because he was the race engineer.
We're talking about stress, trying to roll off 36 and get to that
Great spot for the playoff leaderboard, Kim.
Well, Dylan Tyler, number 18.
Alright, can we race now? I mean, we got lane tires.
They've already overachieved a lot this year, and just making it this far has been.
Do they even got rain tires at Bristol?
I mean, they can run lane tires if they want to. But I don't know. I absolutely doubt it.
Kyle arguably knows this track better than anybody because Dave, he is an 8-time Cup winner at Bristol.
Kim, former champion Joey Logano this year is qualified 28th. He's in the back to start. But Paul Wolf has a good book on this place. Remember what happened last year? They kind of slow played the first two stages, and once they were locked in, they were able to be aggressive with their setup, aggressive on that tire, which eventually put them into the wall. So Paul said, we kind of know both sides of things. The difference this year, we can't slow play the first two stages. We've got to stay ahead of the leader. We've got to find a way forward, and then we can get aggressive like we were last year, Marty.
Well, Dave, we talked about Martin Truex Jr.'s situation. Crazy that the regular season champion is below the cut line here in the first round of the playoffs. I spent some time with Martin this afternoon. He said, honestly, feeling a little bit nervous. To me, it feels like a championship 4 night for us. Remember, he's been in the championship 4 or 5 different times. But then he made the point, but it's different from that because in the championship 4, I know the 3 cars that I'm racing. Tonight, I have no idea who I'm racing. We're going to have to play that game all night long. How many points do we need? Where do we need to be on the racetrack?
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna.
don't have lane tires at Bristol. They don't have a windshield wipers.
All right, I'm gonna be having dinner. I'll be back in a little bit.
Oh,
Below the cut line before this race starts. Well, we mentioned that the engines were fired. They shut them off. They fired them back up again. They shut them off. Drivers, all right, what is this doing to your mentality, your psyche? When you turn the car on, then you turn it back off again.
Well, anytime you're waiting on weather, it's annoying because you're sort of prepared mentally to start this race. You've been waiting around all day long. It's now 6:45, and you're ready to go. And so, having to wait is just a big annoyance, especially for drivers that really want to know what this night's going to mean for them going forward. For several drivers in the field that don't have as much on the line, it's just another delay. But for the drivers that are sitting there thinking, man, I'm right on the cut line, or I need to go out here and gain a bunch of points, what's going to happen to me tonight? It's difficult to try to find ways to pass this time without thinking about that, right? Not worrying about that and whether you're going to race tonight, tomorrow, whatever it may be.
This racetrack, although completely different in size and shape to Daytona and Talladega, this driver has kind of the same nerves, because if you've raced here enough, you know that you can be doing everything right and somebody else's mistake takes you out. And it happens so quickly. And so what do? You go out there and you try to be aggressive, you try to run your race, and that's what you try to do, is focus on that. Well, you've been getting yourself pumped up all day long to get these engines fired up. You fire them up, you shut them down. You fire them up, you shut them down. And every time that happens, you have to recenter and refocus. What is the mission? What is the goal? And I think this is where crew chiefs, spotters become so important, to keep the driver dialed in. Even though they're not on track right now, their brains need to be there. And that's where teamwork really can come into play.
So again, the drivers are strapped in their cars, and they're ready to fire the engines when NASCAR gives them the go-ahead. We're still waiting out a little bit of precipitation here in the area. So Tennessee, so much history of racing here, and we'll get this one going as soon as the rain's out of the way.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. But let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's. That's a lot of people who know things like teamwork, people skills, and surprising moments. Our experiences you'll always have.
Some days I don't have time to slow down, so sipping on coffee just isn't an option. That's when I turn to 5-Hour Energy. It's my 5-second coffee. Discover 5-Hour Energy.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
Introducing new buttermilk biscuits in sweet and savory flavors, so everyone can have their perfect biscuit. Or add one on the side. Get a breakfast biscuit sandwich with a side for just $7 for a limited time.
On a hold for precipitation right now. The drivers are strapped into their cars. They fired the engines up. They shut them down. They fired them back up again. They shut them down. So you see just a little bit of a cell that's going through the area right now. We hope it passes through. There hasn't been a lot of rain that has come down, but it's just enough that they won't send the cars out onto the track yet. One driver who is itching to get out onto the track is the winningest driver so far this year in 2023. That's William Byron. Already 5 wins on the season. It started off early with a win at Las Vegas, and then followed that one right up with the win at Phoenix, early Darlington race, found victory lane again, and then Atlanta. This one, able to get to victory lane before the rains came. And the most recent Watkins Glen back in August, 5 wins already. Can he make it 6 here in Bristol tonight? Let's dial him up on the radio, Steve.
Hey, William, it's Guys the NBC booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Well, you would have wished you'd had a TV. We just saw your 5 wins, the highlights of them all. Just 41 points above the cut line. What's the balance for tonight? I know you want to advance in the points in the playoffs, but you also have a great car. You'd love to win at Bristol. How do you balance that out?
Yeah, I mean, luckily with the stages and everything in modern NASCAR, it's really just all about execution, trying to start the race strong, work our way through the middle portion, and then get to the end and have a chance in the last 150 laps. So it's been good for us here at Bristol the last couple times on the concrete. So we're really optimistic about our race car, and the guys work really well here. So I feel good about it.
Our drivers were just talking about kind of some of the frustrations of kind of the start and stop. So sitting there with a little bit of mist on the windshield, what's the anticipation level to get going here?
Yeah, it's not the funnest thing in the world. You go from driver intros here, pretty crazy, and get all hyped up, and then you're sitting here and you're kind of back to low key. So I don't know. I just try to stay pretty even keel. I don't really get too excited. I'm just excited to get going when we do, and our relay payments car looks great. Thanks to those guys for coming on board, and yeah, I mean, it'd be great to get a nice Bristol win here.
Well, I will give you that the car is good looking. So let's unlock what we're going to see tonight. The bottoms was dominant in practice. The top and bottom work in the Xfinity Series race. Handicap is for the listeners. You got to be good on the bottom and top. Where's the groove going to move?
Yeah, I think you got to have some combination of both to be good. So you got to be able to work the bottom early in the race, and then when you've got to move around and pass cars, you got to be able to work both. So hopefully we're capable of that and get past a lot of cars.
Well, sounds like you guys are firing it back up. I'll let you get to work. Appreciate you taking the time with the fans.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
And again, the playoff schedule continues tonight. It's an elimination race, and then the round of 12 has Texas Talladega in the Roval.
That's the one everyone had circled. That was going to be the quote crazy round, but this round has really turned into that. So if you can survive Bristol, you have that looking forward, and then very consistent Vegas, Miami, Martinsville to set that championship forward.
Phoenix, where the champion will be crowned. His last 6 races all on NBC. As the crews get a little bit of moisture off of the cars, they are fired up. We'll see if now they're starting to roll. So cars rolling off of pit road, and the crowd loves it. One of the hottest tickets in NASCAR has consistently been the night race at Bristol. Being able to find victory lane here, you become legendary. Guys like Darrell Waltrip with the most wins in 12. Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, Cale Yarborough. Those 3 all with 9 wins already. Drivers, what are you looking at now? You know that there's been a little precipitation. What are you telling the officials? What are you telling your spotters?
Well, what you're looking for is the track wet? It's very difficult to tell. Believe it or not, a lot of racetracks, it's hard to really see how wet it is. But that's your first assessment is, hey, is this track ready to go? What information can I give my spotter to let NASCAR know? And that's really what your brain is on right now. Then as soon as you get through that, then they're going to come down pit road and practice pit road speed, and you're going to turn your attention to that. And honestly, it's just, you just have to focus one thing at a time. But right now, it's, hey, is my car working? All the switches on like they need to be? Is the track dry? Is it wet? And now, but then you start switching gears, and then you start thinking about, what do I want to do on the start of this race? What is my goal, and how do I accomplish it? You have to wonder how the track treatment on the very bottom is going to react to being wet, right? And how that might fire off when you go down in the corner for the first time on top of that. So the drivers right now may work through that in the corners. Go down the corner. You'll drive down the corner as you see them working their tires back and forth. You'll kind of do that very aggressively down in the bottom on top of that treatment, just to see what happens if it shatters the tire or slips the tire, to give you some sort of an understanding or idea of just how creepy it is compared to the racetrack. So you also can, you can stand in the gas, stab the gas, and see if it spins the wheels easier down in the treatment as opposed to up on the, the clean surface. So trying to learn everything you can, I suppose, about the grip at the racetrack before you fire off into turn 1 and speed.
Steve, when they give the thumbs up and they say they're ready to go racing, what are we going to see over 500 laps?
Well, that is it. 500 laps. That is a huge challenge on the fastest half mile. 125 laps make up both stage 1 and stage 2. 250 lap final stage. The fuel window is unbelievable. 180 to 185 laps. And these Goodyear tires are due for this race on the right side, and their grip really stayed really good in practice. I didn't see a lot of fall off, so it is going to be really challenging for the crew chiefs to decide when you need to pit versus when you want to try to work out for that track position.
Cars will be rolling onto pit road here, checking out pit road speed, which we see is 30 miles per hour. Before they do that, let's go back to Dylan Welch. Dylan, what about the Daytona 500 winner and his chances here?
That's right. They are a little bit of an underdog story, but after winning the Daytona 500 to start the season,
This group hasn't rested on that lone victory. They worked hard all summer with the goal in mind of trying to make it to the playoffs on just points, and several top tens have helped them to one of their best seasons ever in the history of JTG Daugherty Racing. Ricky likes this racetrack a lot. He can make a difference behind the wheel moving around, but he's got to get going quickly, Kim, from the 25th starting position.
Well, Dylan, before the playoffs even started, I talked with Ryan Blaney's team about what they felt like they needed to make it through the first round. Crew Chief Jonathan Hassler said they did the math, and top 10 finishes in each of the first 3 races would get them to the next round, they felt like. Ryan almost hit that goal with 9th and 12th place finishes, respectively. He enters this race 25 points to the good, and when I checked in with the team this morning, they still think a top 10 finish here tonight is what they need to advance. Dave Ryan starts from the 11th position.
Bubba Wallace made the playoffs on consistency, 4 top 5s and a season average finish of 17th. And Toyota's had a good year, 8 wins, including 2 from his teammate Tyler Reddick, who was part this week. Obviously, we're doing big things. It's fun to be a part of the ride. The ride so far at Bristol this weekend, good. In practice, good. 9th in qualifying. He starts up front, but he's 19 points below the cut line to start the race, Marty. If he wants his ride to continue, he's got to finish well.
Kevin Harvick, Dave, is +7 above the cut line. I spent some time with him this afternoon, and he told me, listen, we've been in this situation. We've won and we've lost. The biggest thing I've learned, you can't force it. I've learned to not worry so much.
I don't understand it. I might fucking panic if I don't get my way.
Do what you do and enjoy it. I can tell you, Rick, Kevin Harvick feels very confident they'll be on the right side of the cut line at the end of the night.
Well, Kevin Harvick has been mentioned 3 times a winner at this racetrack, and it always seems like Kevin Harvick is the guy where you go, wow, where did he come from? And now all of a sudden, here he is. Kevin Harvick, when he races his way in, of course, to that round of 12.
Yeah, I mean, that's a signature, right? He's kind of managing the chaos. Now, what hurts that signature a little bit on these stage points, we just heard Ryan Blaney. The top 10, well, remember, top 10 is fine, but points are awarded at the end of each stage. So if you aren't a winner, which is an automatic advancement, it's how many points you have. I mean, this mentality, stage racing isn't new, but the awards and the rewards are running well early, running well on the stages are felt by this playoff contenders. And last year in this race, that was on the first stage, so that qualifying in the top 10 gives you a really great shot to maintain that track position. It'll be hard for anybody who's outside the top 10 to work their way forward and be able to grab some of those stage points in this first half.
There's great perspectives from different drivers. One of those being Kyle Busch with the Cheddar Scratch Kitchen on board.
We just mentioned Ryan Blaney. He has the advanced auto parts on board. Looking right off the right rear spoiler. He's going to move that car on the racetrack. Action in the corner. 17 Chris Buescher moves up the .com camera. Right off the nose here. So you get some good shots there. Joe Logano scored these great shots. Started back in 28. Coke Zero Sugar. Hopes it's still going in the right direction for this race at home.
Well, they've kept the lights on the pace car. That's the indicator that they would be going the next time around. So I believe the drivers are still a little bit hesitant to try to go at speed right here on the high banks.
Yeah, they just want to make sure everything's just right before they turn loose. Can't take any chances. So much stuff on the line here. So much on the line for the drivers racing for a championship. Like NASCAR, the drivers only just want to make sure this track's ready.
So we talked a little bit with William fired up. Steve, you talked to him. I think he got him fired up. Here's their pep talk.
Get through everything.
That's how motivated and fired up William Byron is.
So Rudy Fuel was giving the pep talk, and William Byron was just with how he explained. He goes, "I normally stay pretty calm." Yes, you do, William. We don't. So you get fired up too often.
Big comment by Rudy was communicating. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I need to know right now. That's a major challenge in this racetrack. We see a lot of teams. The caution will come out. The drivers just sit there talking away. Doesn't get on pit road because the crew chief can't say, "Hey, pit road's open in time." So you have to do things differently at this racetrack. You got to speak quickly. You got to be concise. It's loud in there. This new car is even louder than it's ever been. And so William Byron's job is to give him quick, simple information that Rudy can understand to make changes to this car to make it better.
Marty, what's going on with the 6 and Brad Keselowski?
The question is, Rick, is the track ready? So here's the problem, and Junior, you can chime in on this. You've been asked before. Is the track ready, driver? When you've been right? Keselowski said too much rain right now for this track. Well, that was about 3 caution laps ago. Then Kevin Harvick, the next lap, chimed in and said, I think the track is ready. So when it sort of spins and then stops, it's kind of hard to say, hey, we're ready to go. But rain here in Bristol, certainly not something you want to deal with, right, Junior?
I mean, I understand if we didn't have the treated surface on the bottom grid, I think that the concrete's kind of porous enough to be able to manage a bit of the drizzle. But that treatment, the water's going to sit on top of that. It's not going to soak down. It's going to bead up on top of that. That is just what that will absolutely be treacherous. And nowhere you want to be with a race car firing into the corner. So I would be pretty concerned just about how that's going to react to the water. And here on the conservative side, patient here,
And really, that has to be the smart thing. We've seen cars before go into the rain. We saw it at Daytona where they piled up. So they don't want to do that. And right now, NASCAR is saying we need to bring them back on the pit road because as you see the radar, there is a little cell precipitation that's been falling. They're on pit road once again.
And Rick, I believe, so I spent a lot of time staring at radar, trying to figure out when the caution's going to come out, are we going to race? And this is one of the most difficult ones because we are here in the Smoky Mountains. And the radar seems to make sense, but it can break up just in the other side of the mountain. Sometimes something will get over the mountains and set over the racetrack. It's the hardest for me to predict. I mean, the look, it doesn't matter how many times I see this shot. It's like nothing else. When you drive down that highway, in front there's like a rolling hill about a mile away. And when you're riding with someone for the first time and you crest that hill and they see that on the mountaintop, they're almost speechless. They can't believe just how big this facility is. Remember, they had a football game here and the football field looked small. I mean, we take for granted because it looks small for a NASCAR track, but versus other sports arenas, it's gigantic.
It's breathtaking here. Bristol Motor Speedway, fastest half mile. You mentioned you don't want to have any issues with rain. Well, in 2021 at Loudon, we started and the rain was on the track, and this is what happened. Obviously, a very flat racetrack at Loudon, but so many cars spinning right at the start of the race. Cowboys with the pace car there.
We've had some situations where in the last few years, and actually even well before that, they'll drop the green flag, and it'll be a little damp, but then it'll start raining hard, and it's had some pretty big wrecks, taking people out. And so NASCAR has decided, look, we're going to be a little more cautious so we don't have those situations. Now, you mentioned it, Junior, so much on the line here tonight. They're just going to make sure they get this right. So we want to see cars on track. It's nasty. At the same token, we do not want to see cars spinning around because the track's bad.
Christopher Bell, who currently is 10th, only 13 points above the cut line. Let's find out. Is he ready to go racing? Does he want to get this thing started?
See Bell, it's NBC with you.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if you should be Christopher, C. Bell, or Mr. Qualifier. 3 poles in a row. That part has been amazing. I know you love this racetrack. How excited are you for this evening?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I wish we were 20 laps into this race already, but yeah, it's a fun one for sure.
Yeah, you and the fans. I was going to ask you about the conditions. We see this continued miss, hearing kind of mixed reports from drivers. What's your opinion from behind the wheel?
Let's go. I think it's been fine the whole time.
All right, I love it. I love the determination. So the challenge ahead, do you worry about points, count points, or just worrying about leading laps or running up front? What's the approach?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be asking Adam what the points are after the stages. But, aside from that, just got to put yourself in position to score the points. And to do that, you've got to maximize on what the task is at hand. We start on the front, so hopefully we can get out front, lead some laps, and, make the right strategy calls and be there whenever they
Appreciate you taking the time. Fans, good luck tonight.
challenge ahead.
I'm back. Has anything happened yet?
Yeah, I'm sure
Nope.
I'll be asking Adam what the points are after the stages.
you know, sometimes just got to put yourself in position to score the points. And to do that, you got to maximize on what the task is. And hey, we start on the front, so hopefully we can get out front, lead some laps, and make the rest of the City Hall be there when our 15 points.
Okay, well, appreciate you taking your time, fans. And good luck tonight.
Thank you. A little bit of precipitation in the area that has brought the cars back onto pit road. We haven't seen the green flag yet. History here at Bristol Motor Speedway, racetrack built back in 1961. Tennessee, so much entertainment, not just around the racing world,
And only 3 minutes to straight.
Yeah.
Wait, did the cars take the track yet and make pace laps?
They only hit it once, but that's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they should be racing right now. The slack's fine.
Quick question: what's the music I keep hearing in the background? What's the music I keep hearing? Music I keep hearing in the background.
Luke's House, 4K, Luke's Effect. That's the song. I don't an entire playlist of it, so yeah.
So once again, we're hearing from drivers, different drivers think different things. Practice lap, he said,
Yeah, like last 2 days I've been playing this playlist that's kind of sucked from time to time.
who makes that decision?
I mean, you know, they're the ones that ultimately are going to be responsible.
Play Baldwin.
The track is
I gotta listen to his songs real quick.
Who?
I don't think find the racetrack on the radar here that I have.
Dude, I remember when I went to Solid, I froze it, dude.
Oh, I hear the crowd cheering.
So you know I went to Solid this week?
Yeah, I remember.
Dude, it was so freezing during the rain. Like, it was so cold out there. And plus I was soaked too, it's made it worse. And some of those folks died right there. Like they just demolished themselves.
Nothing about this while the race is happening. Learn all about this later. You see the 27 Jim Burton and Jim Earnhardt get together there not once. Heard this.
Kevin, that Trinity race last night was actually pretty good.
Well, this is not around. This is not around in the playoffs. It's been troublesome for a lot of guys. And
also, Sheldon Tweed is an awful teammate, by the way.
Huh? Oh, they're back on the track now. Hopefully we can get the race on the road.
I don't want to say it slowed down a lot today. Dude, City Phillips Springsteen was actually kind of fun. I like the one. What? Hey. Yep.
Is it back on?
Yep. I know so. Yep. Yep.
every playoff point we can get, that's their goal today. Just rack them up, Kim. Well, no, it's not been here. Chase Elliott has won it still.
All right.
All right, I'm back.
All right, we're about to go racing. It took almost 40 minutes to get the green flag rolling. There we go. Green
Hopefully
flag.
my dad will let see him in that now. I don't even see the him up in the top 5.
Down now just a second. hope they can make it to lap 250.
Overnight, it has really good grip, and the more they run on it, the tackier it gets, the faster it gets. But also, the more guys get stuck on the outside, the more rubber gets up there, and that's what makes that second line fun. You don't want to be the guy up there, as you can see Chase Elliott falling back to the field. You don't want to be that guy up there putting the rubber down. But ultimately, that's what's going to make it work.
Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas are looking very strong up front here at Bristol. Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin starting to pull away from Michael McDowell.
Yeah, those two Toyotas made some good time here. And now if you're Denny Hamlin, you can just settle in. You don't have to race hard. You don't have to, drive up there and pass 20. Sit here. If you back on this car to your team, it's difficult with everybody to the bottom here. They really get up there and challenge the leader. The leader's got great clean air. Really push your car, create any kind of a tight issue. Your car's going to feel tight, feel loose. You exaggerate that by overdriving it.
Steve, I think one of the biggest things with this racetrack also is knowing how much it's going to take. What you need.
Dude, you realize that this you do see that there's literally a choo-choo train right now. Literally single file everywhere.
That's all this race is going to be.
I've watched all the races. I've seen how the groups moved up. And I have my notes from when the group moved up. It's described as what? Fighter jets in a Super Bowl, and that's what it looks like. 4 seconds on straightaway. The driver doesn't have a lot of time to process. Just kind of give me the brain dump. Key the button and the plane. Tell me everything it's doing. Got up the racetrack. Almost lost the spot.
I mean, the fans like it, so we can't really do anything about it.
Do you notice I'm wearing my 2311 Racing hoodie right now?
I didn't know so.
Yeah.
Already. Race leader Christopher Bell is closing in. He's within a straight of B.J. McLeod to put him a lap down.
The racetrack. Yellow line around the bottom of the racetrack.
All right, check the comments.
The racetrack and the apron.
What up, Nick Rowley?
On that yellow line, it is very grippy, much more grippier than the concrete surface that's treated.
11 to 20 is ridiculously fast. I don't know how this horse will beat all over today.
Separating themselves by 2 seconds over third place Michael McDowell.
Struggling a little bit. And right on his tail is the 24 car. Byron's going to have a hard time getting around the 34 aerodynamically. Struggles when it gets close, and you can see how much the 34 can drive away. Byron back down to about a half a car length, and then struggle again with aero and drop back. What you got, Dylan?
So, Junior, I told this on the radio and said, this thing is in front of the car. So I'm interested to know what makes a car ride well around this race.
That's hard to change, right? You would think that's something you would have felt in practice, but ride quality is a big combination of the entire season. But they've obviously made some changes because it's worse, Junior, than it must have yesterday. He knows what it felt like in practice. He knows it feels.
And by the way, this isn't the regular short track package that they use. So
Why? We just made it worse.
yeah, I just want a happy I was just confused to see why they did that. They should have used, in my opinion, should have used the short track package.
If you want to fit the short race, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this. Go back to simulation 6. Out to how late this was, out to how late it is. I don't give 2 shits about it. Simulation 6 was a good short slap talk, and we kind of need it back.
It's going to be a Toyota party. We'll see. I mean, the Toyotas are leading right now.
If all Lewis just dominates his race, I'm probably something off.
He is trying to get by the 99 car, isn't being able to do it. So Hamlin said, okay, I'm not going to ride behind you. I'm going to jump on the outside in the second lane. You see
That forced Bell to try the middle lane. He gets a little bit of momentum on the 99. Not enough. There he goes. Good speed.
Did he just get the clean air out? You know, then he's just moving up to get the clean air fast.
All night long. Changing lanes.
Just being clear or turning.
This field is a 99 car. They're just racing to stay in the lead lap. He was in the playoffs last year. This year he's not in the playoffs, fighting for his life to stay on the lead.
Dennis Suarez is not going to let the 20 by. He's fighting now. Every time the 20 was looking to the inside, Suarez down there closed that door.
Here he goes.
It's again.
Can you do it?
Suarez doesn't come all the way down the racetrack. He comes down enough, but it comes to 20. Bell is down the front of the car, the nose of the car to the inside of the 99.
As much as I miss the Gen 6 car because I've been so used to it, it's not possible to go back to the Gen 6 because of how parts and everything. It's complicated.
Well, then, you know what they can do the next generation for? Then just remove the diffuser and put the 5-wood tires back on.
Oh, look at that. There comes Suarez to the Bell, the entire Suarez there.
And we're going to go back to 4 sweets when it's missing, too.
Is going to go a lap down. Hamlin's going to be right there to fill the void. For Bell, you expect your whole team to have a little respect for Hamlin behind. There's a long way to go in this race. Be smart. Let me get by these guys, and you and I not race. We got to take that quiet third of it down. Let's use patience right here.
Flare-ups that could permanently. With Bristol, things changed for me. Bristol gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, I noticed my lung function improved. It helped improve my symptoms. Bristol was proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that extended to the now, I look forward to more good days.
Reg won't replace a recipe for problems. It is not for asthma. Like you have a heart or high blood pressure. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri increases risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth, tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
We only have 2 likes on this stream.
Introducing new buttermilk biscuits in sweet and savory flavors. Have their perfect biscuit. Tell your doctor. One on the side. Get a breakfast biscuit sandwich with a side for just $7 for a limited. Breztri may increase the risk of pneumonia and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
New
NASCAR playoffs continue in Texas on US.
One on the side. Get a breakfast biscuit sandwich with a side for just $7 for a limited.
Race day companion.
Probably gonna turn my face cam off for the rest of the stream until the end.
Dude, I can't wait for Talladega. That's the next place I'm looking forward to.
You know, I remember last year's Texas race was like over 6 hours long. Remember when we did that live stream on that Texas race?
Yeah, Texas is gonna be a war fest.
Christopher Bell. Bell led 143 laps here last year, but finished in the 4th position. Bell wants to be in that number 1 position when the checker flag comes out.
Imagine if Christopher Bell sweeps the Bristol races.
Imagine if Sodub's Racing doesn't do the top 10 today and all the Sodub stars went out. That'd be awesome. I want to see Ty Jones, McDowell will possibly win, Keselowski win, Truex win. Oh, I even want Wallace to win today, too.
Hopefully he can at least get a good finish or maybe even win. Hopefully Bubba can win. Have a good day.
Like, I've been watching. I don't see how some people are fans of like Dean Hamlin, Christopher Bell, and all those other sliders.
But it is getting a little
Some things like William Byron too.
How is
I
Corey
know a lot
LaJoy?
of people like him.
Okay, how is Corey LaJoy in the top 10 in the Spire car?
They probably have a fast charge, do they?
The leader's coming. Val doesn't have to hear it. He sees a hood full of the 11 car every time he looks in the mirror.
Corey was solely wins the
Right there in the
race.
middle of 3 and 4, Denny's able to make pretty good time.
I am actually thinking Corey Soy may win the race this one. For some odd reason.
Whether that makes a pass 1 and 2, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yes, I feel like he rolls the middle of 1 and 2 pretty well as the exit of 4. Like the middle of 3 and 4 is good. The exit of 4 is the problem, but I feel like a little bit of contact here. A little bit of patience starting to wear out. And he'll go to the bottom as well to try to fill the hole here under the 2.
Michael McDowell and staying up here in third, staying within a second of these guys.
Actually drove away from the cars behind him, been able to put a little distance there in third place. So
Byron has 2 lap cars between McDowell and Byron.
Yeah, this has not been a great racetrack for McDowell here tonight. He's run more laps in the top 5 than in all the 23 races combined that he's run here. So a really good start for Michael.
His best finish is 10th, Dylan.
Quality has gotten better, so I don't know if that's just a problem. Getting the tires more temperature of the racetrack coming in, but that problem has gone away from McDowell. They came in here with a lot of confidence, talked about the winning setup that they had in their notebook from crew chief Travis Peterson's work with Chris Buescher last year. It's starting to come together for them. The car is coming into the window exactly when they want it to be here with 50 laps in.
And Travis.
Sorry, I was going to say, it's just an impressive run by the 34 to get into the playoffs in Indianapolis.
Michael McDowell, yep, going in top 3.
Really was just kind of all came
I hope he wins.
That would blow up the playoff grid if he does.
But Michael McDowell would go on to win here at Bristol. Big for his crew chief, Travis Peterson. But Travis Peterson, earlier this week, they welcomed the big.
I predicted him to be out this round.
Greatest day of his life. So this one might be a close second.
Good perspective. That's he has his priorities in order. That's good, and I agree. This would be a close second.
You know it's lazy.
Yeah.
Because I usually always look forward to a blissful, but now I don't anymore for some reason.
It's because of the short. It's because the package is not good.
This is why I watch these races. It feels like there's something missing. I don't know if it's the contact that happens. People moonshot, like I don't know what it is.
So many things can happen. So many different pit sequences get going on here. So many crashes get going. Getting laps.
You know what? In my opinion, I just think the racing at the short tracks and road courses is not as good as it was back in 2021 and back on.
Just cannot give up. Marty.
I'm not saying it's atrocious, but it's not that good.
And he turned out some pretty terrific lap times over the last 10 laps. The problem is,
Like I don't even look forward to Martinsville anymore too.
Yeah, and after this, I'm planning on only doing 2 more live race reactions. One being the Homestead Miami, the other one being Martinsville, the cutoff race before the championship. That might be the last live race reaction we're doing this season. Maybe even maybe the Xfinity race we could react to that one as well. I don't feel like reacting to Cup because I feel like it's going to be absolutely horrible. That race is not.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Qualifying, thankfully, has already won. If you're a 5 fan,
Because that's why I said like we said we got to the Xfinity race because that was actually pretty good.
I'll keep you updated. Still no changes.
Climbs up and not a half a groove like the 11. He climbs the banking, hits the downforce, and just like that,
Gets the run to the outside of the 3.
Not gonna lie, I want Madonna to be eliminated instead of Harvick.
Has everyone's attention coming
I
in.
want Harvick to make it past this round.
Committing to the top
But at the same time, I picked him to be out, but it would be awesome to see if Harvick can make it.
Who's going to go to the top first? He said, I know one car, when you're starting last, it doesn't matter. But it took him a lot longer, I think, Steve, to get up there. I think he thought it would be right from the beginning, but it had to take like 50 laps before Larson was able to get to the top and try.
The problem is, if the top is okay at 63, there will be no bottom at lap 400. That's the challenge of Bristol. We'll have to just wait.
Kyle Larson currently has gained the most spots on the track.
Bell out front, all 63 laps.
We don't know any first responders who only give 90 farmers who work this.
Dude, something's been going on with my phone where it's been like muffling out people's voices.
Finding a small business.
Will be no bottom at lap 400. I mean, that's the challenge.
Why they use Ford trucks, Ford F-Series, 100% assembly in America. Because all in on with flat out pedal to the metal first responder. But this week,
build our town, roads, infrastructure. They don't stop at halfway. Funding a small business owner who's happy with an 80% effort. Ford trucks. You're all in on them. Can fly. Flat out, pedal to the metal. But this
Now, the 11. And that's kick off the game.
So it's a blimp that looks like red?
Oh, what? Something happened.
Okay. Well,
16 runs the top of the racetrack. Probably got up there a little bit too bad, Jeff.
It's real bread.
A little too early. It's going to be a really good groove later in the race, but just and Cindric just expecting to be in the wall, slowing up that much, and really.
Almley are in cynical problems.
Dude, we almost saw a 2022 at Texas.
Runs the top of the racetrack. Probably got up there a little bit too high, Jeff. Yeah, a little too high, a little too
Dude,
high.
that looked like an F1 slash eVTOL type of class.
Oh.
Contact, and then Cindric just didn't expect him to be in the wall slowing up that much.
I saw someday wouldn't see a flip at Bristol if he saw it Sunday.
Remember the 2021 Xfinity Bristol finish?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the exact same two drivers who were involved in it. Yeah, we almost got a Ross Chastain 2022 thing.
The interesting part here, Dave, is that rain is in the
I'm telling you, these songs are like CT Sleeves with Andy.
Three-quarter mark, that's it for the leader, Christopher Bell. Losing. Who wins?
Quickly. The caution comes out for Allmendinger and Cindric. And now we'll have a restart.
The interesting part, Dave, is that rain is in the area, so deciding.
All right, let me look at the radar for Bristol.
Wait, what?
Goodness.
Hmm?
Let me look at the radar for Bristol, Tennessee. I heard there was rain in the area.
I think it's dawn by now.
Hopefully it is.
So we don't worry about getting through.
But it's showing Bristol is in currently in the green.
Oh,
Light green though. But
yeah, Blissful and Speedway is like.
according to my radar, should be out here by like 8. Well, if they can
I
get
think they're
it's
good.
a short race, just a short track. So if it's like this, we should be able to get this race back going.
I mean, the Slack's like 20 miles away from Bristol, though.
Yeah.
Credit One Bank, the credit card company.
So, what would you rate this race so far?
Problems on pit road.
I don't know, 4 out of 10.
Penalties. So the
Oh, probably be 4, same.
Basically at the around the corner right here, he's to the inside of the 5, and I think you just make the radius too tight. I mean, you see his left side's underneath the white line. Well, the white line is kind of where NASCAR measures it, so you really need to run above the white line to have the math work out on speeding.
$10 penalties. Yeah, that's the only good thing that happened today.
The 14 of Chase Briscoe hits the orange box coming to pit road, so he had a penalty. And we have split decisions at the front of the field. We have a bunch of cars that have stayed out, 6 of them to be exact, 4 of which are playoff cars, and then McDowell and Keselowski on 2 tires. So we have
Crap.
back right here with 50 to go in this stage.
50 to go in stage 1.
He's probably gonna get stuck in the back now with this
Good.
package.
I'm happy for Dean Hamlin.
A lot of work.
I just can't believe Vincent Williams championship makes me even more happy.
I just hope Reddick, because the way I'm feeling, one way that could perfectly be good.
Dude, I want Toys to get penalty 1-2.
Bubba's up front. Bubba's up front. Let's go, Wallace. Woo! You know me as a 23 racing fan. You know it's going to be a good day when they win. Especially last week.
So they are on the older tires. Difference that makes.
Oh, wow. Now they're really racing now.
Everybody trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack, that allows that top lane to go a little bit quicker. And all of this
There you go, green flag back out.
rubber down, but you see everybody just fighting to get the
Bubba and Reddick.
Here. On the outside is Bowman, on the inside.
Looking for joy to the outside. Woo.
Fighting along with Blaney and that advanced auto parts on board.
That outside line's making some good progress. You have to wonder how long that'll happen before the inside starts to take off. But 38 has everybody checked up here on the inside. A lot of bumper tag right there in the middle of the corner. Truex trying to find.
This is what short slack racing should be. Like
Oh, 3 wide in the back there.
And that's what short slack should be like. Almost every lap.
48. Side by side. Bush going to try to get to the outside. 38 here. No one's going to get a little bit of room. Back to the outside. You look on the front bumper of Busher's car. On the racetrack to try to do the same thing, follow the 8 through on the top.
Oh, Bubba's above. Let's go.
Told us before the playoffs started, thinks you have to win 5 races, winning a championship. He said that's 2 more I've got to win here in the playoffs. I'm sure he was thinking about Phoenix as being one of those that he could potentially win. Grab his 3rd championship. Right now, of course, running in the 15th position. There's 4th. It's Tyler Reddick just in front of Christopher Bell.
Reddick stayed out. He's on old tires. Bell on fresh tires. Bell, he's just hoping over the next 43, 42 laps, those tires in front start to lose enough grip where he has a better grip on corner exit.
Not only it would be like extremely bad for Truex because Truex is my championship pick. I don't want him to be eliminated.
Larson trying to hold off Denny Hamlin, who's outside of him. Penalties for the 14, 5, and 11 the last time they're on pit road.
Quick question: what is your opinion on Tyler Redd's Jordan paint scheme?
I like it. I give it a 8 out of 10.
That's a cool paint scheme.
Don't force a mistake. Caught up, you get caught up, but don't make it your own mistake.
Do you see a Whitty Sinhouse seamless paint scene? That is one of my favorites. So good. That reminds me of AC Medina's paint scene from like back in 2015, 2014.
Kevin Harvick is struggling. They went right. Just came on the radio. He said we took a tight car and made it inside. He's backwards. I thought that could be a surprise Harvick on the track.
Didn't make enough adjustment. Bitch! Other drivers.
They can't second the turn. I know.
I love it, mates. Tom had a point long.
Fuck around and get pumped.
Oh, water in the wall there.
Got so many flows. Call me oh, fuck. Shit. Bitch. Yeah, shit. What said I'm getting really rich. See, I'm funny because I'm really with the shit.
Boy Soy's in the lead right now. Weird dog.
Yeah, and he's pulling off.
Weird dog.
Yeah. Imagine if the Spire car wins at a non-super speedway racetrack.
Dude, I can't talk anymore. I mean, I never saw you ever see a small team in the top 10.
There are 2 reasons why this is happening. One, the next gen car, and 2, the package.
Yeah.
And plus, if you get tires, that doesn't really care anymore. If you have fresh tires, you're probably not going to make it to the field like you know.
Yeah, it's just basic CT sleeve, all that stuff.
Yeah, and I want to see Bubba. You want to see Bubba Wallace make it past this round?
I want to see Bubba Wallace win.
That's it.
Yeah, me too.
No wasted time. Just straight up great cars.
I still feel like Kevin Harvick still should have won the 2020 championship.
Oh yeah, she digs it. Buy your car on Vroom.com. Vroom. Get in.
Cancer patients at a children's hospital earlier this week. NEGU.
Flat out, pedal to the metal, game changing. They could take your breath away. They run into a wall. Belichick and the Patriots right off their tracks. Dolphins, Patriots, Sunday night on NBC, streaming on Peacock. I know how brilliant you are. Get insights into how people think. I'm Mercer. Welcome to Applied Psychology 101. You're my best. All of his body language, eyebrows raised, head slightly tilted. Only one person can help you. Me. The Irrational, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Second caution has come out, and this time it's for precipitation.
We don't blame.
Ah,
It ain't gonna be that bad though. It's just a little small lane south.
yeah, probably just pass on through.
Fell, but the caution came out when he got back over, actually right to the line before. So now, LaJoy's still out front. Still leading laps. He's led 36 laps already. Career high number of laps because in his entire career, he had led 72. So 36 already up front here at Bristol.
Big break drivers there, because we was watching before we went to break there. This car.
Oh man.
Be a lap down, making contact with the wall and other competitors as well. Finally, might have an opportunity to come down the road, make some adjustments. And I would say Joey Logano still
Midnight in Montgomery, separating Ronnie Run. On my way to Mobile, for a big New Year's Eve show. Stop for just a minute, see a friend outside of town. Put my collar on, and felt going down. And a drunk man in a cowboy.
I mean, Corey LaJoy, yeah, he's so.
Ford's always in the top 10.
He said, "Friend, it's good to see you. It's nice to know you care."
Also A+.
Yeah.
So we know that Ally Ward Bowman whatever it's called, that song Fortnite.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, the one he raced at Daytona.
Yeah, the day before they announced it, me and Sat, we played that at Sat Map.
That's cool.
What a coincidence. Also, it was pretty funny playing that. They actually done. Whoever made it done a really good song. Like, it was a bit of absolute, like, nasty.
These are the ones right inside the top 10. Simplest terms, when you made that comment about a repaint, you're saying these tires are not falling off enough that tires are that important?
Well, they fall off some over a long run, but then once they cool right there, they fire off
not as good as new, but good enough. You don't make a mistake. I mean, we see Christopher Bell has driven up to second, but the old tires are still first, third, fourth, fifth. Don't back. You're about helping and saving Harvick. All tires on the car that wasn't right is kind of what hurt Kevin Harvick because 2 tires is working okay for McDowell, who still sits 6. You're right. Do if you test it.
Bussa to win at Texas is a possibility.
On this run, so good news from the 54. Marty.
Harvick making a pit stop into the car.
By the way, did you see my NASCAR 15 game play I uploaded?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what's crazy? I've been playing NASCAR 15 for almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
14 laps to go. They come by the now. And again,
I played this game throughout elementary
Mother
school,
Nature.
middle school, and now high school. I bet me I'm probably gonna be 27 years old before an actual good NASCAR name comes out.
NFL Sunday Ticket is only on YouTube and YouTube TV. You can sign up in minutes.
I know
No
about
2-year contract or
Oh God, Blaine put into a roadblock. Justin Haley's up to 12.
Yep. Oh, there we go. About to hit the green flag again. Green flag in the air.
Oh,
By the way,
Elliott just bumped the 22 out of the way. What's wrong with that?
By the way, Chris Buescher. Oh, Truex not below the cut line again. Truex is not back. Chris Buescher's not below.
You're staying too wide. This is S9, oh man, that seems close.
Oh, 3-1.
Where did Ryan Fleece come from?
Justin Haley there, big it. There's 3-1.
about what?
I mean, but racing back here is intense.
Only on the Wii Salts, though. It's about it boring. That's what every Salts, like almost every lap of Salts like racing should be like. You know that?
Hmm.
I just feel like the contact factor is what's missing throughout the race. You know that?
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, the Wii Salts are good.
Yeah.
But the lean flag ones are not. There's not as much apps as the wrong ones.
Yeah. All right, now let's see who's going to take the stage 1 win. Curling Christopher was out front. It would be a miracle if Bubba walked. Oh, Logano!
Stage win of the year and his second here at Bristol. The joy. Second stage of the Wallace William Byron Chastain Pulaski. Martin Truex Jr. finishing in 8th, stage 1. Huge for that team, getting stage points as they were below the cut line coming into this race. Larson Gibbs.
There you go.
Top 10.
Oh, score is almost.
I've got listened to it last. So.
Well,
This summer, chill like you're retired.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I repeat.
I just noticed that this song has 862 million views.
That's only stage 1. Eminem's truly the GOAT.
It's the return of the. Oh, wait, no, wait, you're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did, did he? And Dr. Dre said, nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre said he's locked in my basement. Feminists, women love him and them. Ticket, Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing his you know what, flipping the you know who. Yeah, but he's so cute though. Yeah, I probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but no words to what's going on in the bedroom. Sometimes I want to get on TV and just let loose, but can't. The school for Tom Green to hump a dead move. My bum is on your lips. My mom is on your list. And if I'm lucky, you might just give it a little kiss. And that's the message that we deliver to little kids. And expect them not to know what a woman is. Of course, they're gonna know what in the course is. By the time they hit 4th grade, they got the Discovery Channel. Don't they? We ain't nothing but mammals. Well, some of us cannibals. We split the people open like cantaloupes. But if we can hunt dead animals and antelopes, then there's no reason that a man and another man can't elope. But if you feel like I feel, I got the antidote. Women wave your pantyhose, sing the chorus, and it goes. I'm the real Shady, or you want the Slim Shady, so just demonstrating. So want the real Slim Shady, please stand up, please stand up, please stand up. Cause I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady, or you want the Slim Shady, so just demonstrating. The real Slim Shady, please stand up, please stand up, please stand up. Smith don't got a cuss in his rap, sell records, well I do. Think I give a damn about a Grammy? Half the critics can't even stomach, let alone stand. A Slim, what if you with it here? Why? Why? Lie to get me here so you can sit me here next to Britney Spears. Christina Aguilera better switch seat chairs so I can sit next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst and hear them argue over who she gave to first. Put me on blast on MTV. He ain't cute, but I think she's married to Kim. I should download her audio. Show the whole world how you gave him an M.
I do that so at the top of like this and be up on the video.
Yeah, good idea.
I kind of like mess up the sound a bit, so it's like, oh, what is this song?
I'm like a hit script to listen to, cause I'm only giving you things to joke about with your friends inside your living room. The only difference
Because I only have one copyright slide, and it's the old video of these
better than 90% of you rappers out here. Do you want to act? It's funny. The the rate I'm going when I'm 30, I'll be the only person in the nursing home flirty. Leave the nervous act when I'm done. But jerking that I'm jerking, but this whole bag of Viagra isn't working. And every single person is a Slim Shady lurking. You could be working at Burger King, spitting on your onion rings. Or in the parking lot circling, screaming, I don't give a with his windows down and his system up. So will the real Shady please stand up and put one of those fingers on each hand up and be proud to be out of your mind and out of control. And one more time, loud as you can. How does it go? Slim Shady is I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So what's the real Slim Shady? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Cause I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So what's the real Slim Shady? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Cause I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So what's the real Slim Shady? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Cause I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So what's the real Slim Shady? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up.
Let it go, let it go. Something in my body felt slow. When I kill this bitch, it's very low. But we're making suicide in my throat.
This one's
No matter what you call it, Wendy's breakfast is that breakfast. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 biggie bundles.
In my body, moving slow, my body is stuff like I'm a steady hoe. If you wanna play with us, it's in the crowd. Run away from the bomber, cause I ain't a goal. If you pulling up a change, it's gonna hit low. You can't do this anymore, I don't care. I just follow you more. Then I fuck her on the floor, call it hardcore. Yeah, let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Let it go. Something in my body feels slow.
Why does my mouth taste like nitro?
To the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race at the Phoenix Raceway. The grand prize winner taking home $1 million. Here they are, the 12 semifinalists in the race for the million. The official ranking of NASCAR. Welcome to the NASCAR Powerball
I let it rain, rubber band, and then your bitch is a fan. I'm the king, smoking black, moving dope, I 50 gram, 100 and 200. I can get my toe straight from my red. Moving back, I'm moving back, plan. I let my phone ring, give me pay. Oh, give me pay, low. Make a rap in today's, gotta stay low. Up, a perk, coding blush for myself. Rolling green, got the best top shelf, I go monkey on the dish, I go cooking on the clips, I can wrestle on the brick, I'm like Damius, I go monkey on the dish, I go cooking on the clips, I can wrestle on the brick, I'm like Damius, I spit, no.
Fastest cars in practice.
Yeah.
20th been the fastest car in this race. Let's see if the Larson has anything for it.
Stay low key, like a tier one operator. Now stay close, like a fast pig. Writing papers, sticking in your dough and moving silence with the infiltrators. Self-feather fingers, bitch, we strapped up like the Terminator. Pick out all that bitch, I'm aiming at your head, yeah. Dumping out the magazine, we fill you up with lead, yeah. Carry 6 feet under, now your last name with the dead, yeah. Heavy metal blazing when I walk in on the shred, yeah. 147, rockin' solid, cause I had it. Savage when I came up with the movement, I'm erratic. If you run his mouth, he disappear just like it's magic. Catch him up the traffic, we gon' hit it with that magic.
All right, I'm back.
Oh.
Larson now up to second there.
I know I've been there, motherfucker. It ain't cool. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Never mind, that's my speaker.
Is it precipitating? Is it raining?
The same? Wait, what?
Probably raining again.
You're talking about like now? I bought a bug up to a 6 out of 10 right now.
Yeah, that's actually going good.
Tradition since 18. I mean, it's on buzz.
Because when your favorite beer is rock stars.
Now, I wonder about something. I wonder the reason why it's bad now is because all of what was at the pizza one. Everyone was up on the top, so they put rubber down on the top. I wonder if that made it where we can run both lines. You know that? And I actually think that's true, not gonna lie. Since they got some rubber down up like this. This is Black Flag Marvin. And they got more rain.
By the way, Michael Jordan's at the track.
Oh, that's cool. Can you ask them to give me a free pair of Jordans? Please? Yeah, then can I do the 2019 Blitz?
Man, I've only got time for a few and not you, I'm modern. Man, I'll push you hard, I can't know you, I'm modern.
Oh, yeah, it's coming down now.
It's probably just going to be a 5-minute lane, so I'm not going to lie.
Living tomorrow with everyone's sorrow. Modern man's daydreams have turned into nightmares. That's why I bring the chill and I feel I'm modern. Man, the things I need in this world, I'm modern.
They rained it.
If you don't like it, you can leave me alone. Modern man, modern man. When I talk to you, I want to hang up the phone. I'm modern man, a modern man. Living tomorrow with everyone's sorrow. Modern man's daydreams have turned into nightmares. It's too straight and you can't wait. I'm modern.
I just hope so for you.
I might make it in the NASCAR video.
Wait, what?
With all the recent news that's going to happen.
What's it?
Let the cell go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah. I know it from the books of online
Timeless, ready for progress. Feeling like I'm just getting started. 2 shots back from my
Like every single time I stood on site, I shit was so. So I probably heard it like over 2 times.
Niggas never see me, but it ain't hard to find me. Unwinding, shit's blinding, still grinding, uprising. Stop talking about the past, I'm the future, nigga. Nigga like me still here, motherfucker, go figure. Looking for my next gold digger. This summer here gonna be colder than winter. Already told you, I fold you like hundreds of billions. Bet that. Nigga, what? Regret that. That problem, bottom, full throttle, my motto. Fucking with me like fucking with the lotto. That awful in your nostril, in the brothel. This is gospel. Yeah, I'ma name all that punk. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm riding like that. For fucking you bitches die. Put a motherfucking hole in your face. Back up, bitch, don't even try. I am that motherfucker in the coldest. Why you on that? No one know us. Overdose the one dope is. Yeah, hip hop shit still better than the coke did. Like a satanic cult, it's an old ritual slaughtering goats, bitch. Yeah, you fucking with the original flow sick, and anybody can get it. COVID. Fuck with that. I don't know shit that was so sharp I could slit my own fucking throat with it. So rich, I got more chips than my shoulders, and my body's approachable as a roaches. Just so better steer clear from it. Here comes a nuclear bomb for your eardrums. Lyricism at its most fearsome and fierce. Of a tear like a teardrop of an echelon. Your career sucking. Do a sheer luck like a fucking leprechaun with his beard cut. With a Punisher, weapon drawn with a beer gun. Slower than a Decepticon with his gear stuck. And I serial killing your Kellogg's. I love checks and I hate tricks. And you're a fake bitch. I can spot you like you about to weight lift. Bitch, I'm better than cake mix. I can't be whipped with egg beaters. You cunts must be out of your league.
Oh, goddamn. What bit my toe? Ow.
Playoff driver back outside of the top 20 is chest.
I don't know, something bit my dang toe. Probably was an ant or something. I'm hoping the boys like now.
Time driving too fast, let us alone. What is it that will last? Let us alone. What pleasure can we have to war with evil? Is there any peace?
Take a tour of a place from the comfort of your phone.
Who am I to tell you?
One yet. Hey. You're walking around with your eyes wide open. And you're walking around with your mouth shut like that. When you look into the mirror and tell me what you see. When you see yourself in your image. This will be the best one yet. This will be the best one yet. This will be the best one yet.
Yep, they're about to start it.
Yeah, I just got done making my NASCAR video a minute ago, and then I'm currently right now converting it, and then it'll be uploaded soon.
Named the 41 ball on start. Listen to this one. This song is bugging.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put back on the All right. There we go. Can you hear me just fine? All right. Oh, Ryan Priest having problems.
I'm back. So we know the new Windows Circle die test.
The winner circle, yeah.
What's awesome about these is that's what we can finally do.
What?
We can take them out of the box and put them back into the box finally.
Oh, that's cool.
I have never been so happy about that because it's awesome. Like they actually done something like with these Windows Circle. Now I him to doing something that up. There you go.
15-year veteran of the sport, but there's always coaching and things to learn on the radio.
I feel like Twistful Bill is somewhere.
Telling him, back up your entry a little bit and don't charge in so hard. It's going to help us get through the corner.
Unless someone lets him. Was that unlikely?
Restarting the 29th position, still does not like that car. Loose in, really tight center, loose off. That team has pulled out the calculators, though, Dave. Told Kyle Busch right before that red flag he needs to finish 18th or better to transfer to the next round.
Joey Logano finally pitted at the stage end, and now he is all the way back to 30th. Good news, he's on the plus side of the cut line right now.
Stage 2.
Oh. Are all drivers wearing like Dale Jr.'s gloves?
Yeah, Gibbs got a fast race car. Was quick in practice, goes the outside of Bachman. Great momentum. Look at that top side.
Oh, Gibbs, come on. I want to see Gibbs.
Green flag back out.
A+.
Yeah.
I want Ty Gibbs to win the race.
He's been getting better as a race car driver.
Dude, he's insane right now.
So I'm getting a little respect for this guy.
No, he gave me a wall respect this one. He's been but every single race without letting someone. I like that. Well, at least a stage win, because that would be huge for Gibbs.
On the restart, you can see immediately William Byron jumped the box once he made that.
Byron can get the outside McDowell there.
Byron, McDowell, and Larson all in the top 5.
Come on, I just want Bubba Wallace.
Dude, the 12 numbers we flat onto the lace line. I just noticed that. Dude, that's awesome.
You know what now? Truex is now is now in the 16th spot in the playoffs now.
Dang, dude. He's all win-aways. He's in that win situation.
He's only minus 11, though.
If he wins states or something, he ended up in the, you know. And this is one of my new favorite songs I've listened to. The artist's name is Saint So Much. The song name is Spit in My Face. It has 44 million views on YouTube. And I've listened to this 50 times almost every day. It's that good of a song. This is a good round.
Bubba's now minus 4, okay.
I want to point out something. The second line is kind of coming in now.
Yeah. The start of the race was quiet, and then later as the race goes on, the outside line starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
So that's what I like to see. I actually want to see passing and not just cars going around in circles, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, they can do single file if they got rid of the billion. If we could move the die out of the way, we can do single file Blissful. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's how Blissful is supposed to be one. It's supposed to use a bump and one at the slap, you know. You know that? You know, Blissful used to be like high bank Monsville, you know.
Didn't have to make a decision. When am I going to go there? Some are afraid to go there because there's a guy right on their rear bumper. They're afraid to go to the top, and it's not going to work. Others have nothing to lose, and they will go try it. As you can see, time goes by. You'll clear the 24.
Man, where did Lawson get all that speed from? Like, he went from, I don't know, 35th or something like that to 3rd. Like, one slider to outside that's probably going to gain some speed is Sastain. Just watch out for him.
Some are afraid to go there because there's a guy right on their rear bumper. They're afraid to go to the top and it's not going to work. Others have nothing
You know,
to
tell me all the
Here comes Larson. Man, Larson's been used to that high one.
We did for slider.
You'll clear the 24 off this corner. Byron go to the top of the racetrack. Does he follow this 5? Yeah. He wants to go up there now and say, all right, I'm going to see if I can make the same amount of time up there. But Larson, he's going to run. Larson's like, hey,
Now we know one.
the line I'm running.
if you have a fast car,
frustrating is that, Dave?
where you are on the racetrack, you've got to deal. Here's the 20 car. Traffic tie gives close again. That 54 car.
I wonder if Ty Gibbs wants to talk, see if he can gain anything on that point.
Still going to keep trying to work up there to find some speed. But I think when you have clean air, if you have a fast car, no matter how, where you are on the racetrack, if you've got clean air, you want to try to run that bottom still. When you grab, you can use that side to move forward. Here's the 20 car. Christopher Bell, the leader, getting around by the traffic, time gets close again. 20 is right behind the 22.
Also, Hamlin's back in the top 10.
Well, trying to run him down.
Ty Gibbs at the second.
Mm-hmm. Billy did one for that.
Stay on the lead lap, but
Ooh.
Right now, that's defensive. That's where he wants to be to try to block this play. But now he gets at the top. I think it's
Advanced Auto Parts.
I need that time.
Oh, there's a bell to the inside. Get by the 22, Christopher.
Wait, Die Hard. Choose Die Hard.
In Advanced Auto Parts is the home.
Oh, the 5. The 5. The 5's about to take second.
Goodness.
Oh, Bell is behind all that laps left. Oh, the 54 on the bumper, the 5. The 5 is summing up the.
So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese on board of crispy golden chicken. Like that, buffalo chicken dip bites.
Come on, Lawson.
Slow down. So sipping on coffee, just listen it up.
Also, Hoosaval is in 12th right now. Oh, man, sing right now. Oh, dang, that 5 about got turned on that sent by the 54. Five sort of came down like that. Or he must have done used and saved it or something.
I waited who? For my snatched waist. Dog face down groom. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says PERT. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without. Solid gold cup. Lake making kid. Really? Can progressive cover. Yes. Hi, it's Janice. I'll take care. Is my boyfriend TV right now? You're more into what you're into. Network.
Most precious
Is this? Don't touch my things, bro. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But you really need related to? Wait. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday challenge. Purse that says PERT. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without. Solid gold coffee machine. Lazy kid. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes. Hi, Janice. I'll take that.
NBC Sports.
Really keep our most precious memories. Home for the parties early and for the band. Home is when the kids
The leader at Bristol, Kyle Larson in the 5.
What's Lawson in the lead?
Yeah, Kyle Larson. Yeah, he's passing Christopher Bell.
Visit SharpenMotorspeedway.com. Welcome home.
On the top of the racetrack, he's going to finish the pass on corner exit.
Sports Coverage with NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Applebee. Now that's good neighborhood.
Right ahead of these guys.
Who's saying? I think Seth isn't pushing his solid. Nailed up. I think he waits till the end to like actually do something.
That traffic a little bit.
They have speed on the weekends.
Yeah.
Top of the racetrack. That the one is going to go by the 15-year.
Yeah, the outside line can work.
Now take a look at
the 5 on the top of the racetrack. He's going to finish the pass on quarter exit here.
1 point, 5 and the 19. That's why every point matters.
That seems, I think that will win at some point.
One car up there, he's working his hard to keep that car on the lead lap. Don't worry about that 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
We can see him.
Larson and allow the 20 to maybe close back in.
Not really been able to put the races
together. The racetrack here at 1 and 2. Almost contact right there, back to the bottom of 4.
I mean,
That is
he
close.
showed it, right? 1 point, 5 and the 19.
You said it. It's going to be a tough pass. Chastain is not getting stuff easily. That outside is starting to come in. Like the 5 is a better car.
Literally just a straightaway ahead of this 5.
Doing a great job, Marty, on that top lane.
The 5 trying to work around. Chastain.
The problem for Chastain is that he's too tight right there on the bottom of the racetrack. But as soon as he gets off on the bottom of the track, he's way too free.
Oh, goodness.
Why can't you run the top?
Yeah, it's the bottom is always a little bit tighter. Like you would think it would be the other way around. So the top turn the steer wheel quite as much, but staying way up the racetrack right there.
They doing a good job, Marty, on that top
grip all weekend. That grip gives you a false confidence of how much rear grip you have. So that's grip.
Ross Chastain's now about to be locked down.
Yeah, he did.
We never move up the racetrack until the race, right? So you never know once you're out of the grip what the car's going to do. Is it going to get tight? It's going to get loose. Once you find out to work on the car.
Hey, Matt Bell's in fourth. He's been in that top 5 all day.
Yeah, he's had a good car. That's good.
Gibbs has had a fast soul also. Hey, I still wish Gibbs made the playoffs too.
Are the tire wear getting better, or is it wearing more as he runs all around the race? Well, on top of that, look who is in front of the 5 car. Truex is right there. That shows you, Truex hit it earlier, had to get through there, gave up track position, and now he is in danger of going a lap down.
On his set of tires here.
These teams that finished lap 130 are struggling to make it through the field, including Martin Truex, who is struggling with the handful of the race car team. 2-3 off the corner right there. Steve at the point, a minute ago, got the 5-car and Cliff Daniels. Did you see any tire issues? He said, we have none, but we might on this run. He said, we weren't going that fast when we came up through the field, but now that we're up front and Kyle is pushing the car harder, I'm interested to see this set of tires when they come off.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, pace, load, all of those factors make a difference. Just, the lap time wasn't available.
Well, once again, finding that high line and looking to.
This first and 7 battle is about to be good with this lap slap it coming into effect.
He said, we have not, we might on this run. He said, today, that fast when he came up through the field.
They're going to make it difficult on the speeder. That's going to close in. He's going to
see this set of tires.
Same challenge with dirty air at the top of the racetrack.
All of those factors make a difference.
Tony passed the 5. Now the 5's in second, and the 20's in the lead.
And looking to get a little momentum, maybe catch up to the back bumper of the 5. This is battle for the lead once again.
A lot of traffic in front of these cars, and that's challenging for the leader. A lot of these cars, especially the 14 right now, Briscoe trying to stay on the lead lap. Nobody wants to go a lap down here early in the race. He's going to allow the 20 and Bell to close in. He's going to take the lead right back. They do have the same challenge of dirty air at the top of the racetrack. It's not an opportunity lost for the five.
Good score of Byron right there. Got a little break.
Handle that asshole. These cars the last day. A few corners. Go up here and do the dirty work.
Trying to let Briscoe, can't get it done.
But again, he's led 130 laps here and counting.
Close it in ever so slightly with the.
Yeah, I think Bell just got by Larson.
He did.
A little bit loose off of turn 2.
That I don't know what the five's to do. I feel like he's a doe in the bond. Because I don't know.
To rack up. Larson had got by him, but now he's just fought back. And is back in front of him.
Because I don't see the five testing up that much.
This will be almost impossible. It allows five to close back in, try to take that lead back. Here we back to attack.
3 and 4. He wants to run the bottom.
Yeah, I think if that 5-1's bomb, he may gain some seconds on that 20.
He's got clean air. He makes a good run. Next 2.
Nah, never mind.
This time on top of the racetrack, cars moving around there a little bit loose off of turn 2.
He
Just five cars going away just slightly.
Those two drivers.
A lot more run.
What happened?
Right now, everyone is starting to migrate up, but higher lines here in Bristol as Hamlin and Byron, those two continue to fight the 6th spot. Byron just lost it to Denny Hamlin.
Front tires, cars are moving around quite a bit. Larson in a bit of a battle right here.
Into the 21 trying to save a lead out.
Briscoe running the top or the middle of the racetrack.
21 of here is perfect. He wants to run
you know what I mean?
Off of him in 3 and 4.
He did not give that 5-car run.
So now he's got a good run.
Wallace is
Good battle.
in the playoffs.
He gives Christopher Bell the bottom. That's exactly what Christopher wanted to see. He just wanted that clean air.
Cleared those two drivers.
Hey, Austin Hostfall, he's been doing good today.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good contact right there. It's
I'm telling
trying to use all the racetrack.
I think Hostfall, if he does do a full-time top light, he's going to be pretty good.
Larson in a bit of a
I mean, that is not the best equipment, and he's going to be 7th. Like, come on.
He was shocked when his spotter said outside. You know what I mean? He's like, how can somebody be on the outside of me? You cannot give that 5-star Larson. You can't show him the outside because he will use every bit of it.
We got about 40 laps. Stage 2.
40 laps till we get to halfway.
Showed up really early. This guy is doing a great job. Whoever hires him, wherever he goes, they're getting a winner. They're getting a guy that could be a star in the sport.
This and
Oh, the $5 loose at Singapore.
able to clear that 21 of Harrison Burton, but it's been Bell up front for 146. Ian Larson running 1 and 2.
Cars, he and Princeton that make out of me. He routines and makes lap time. It does that every drive. You know how different these cars are. How different they are from the trucks from Xfinity. Races, well, look at the race track. Here's where the racecraft shows up really early. Wherever he goes, winner.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Top 10 in the 7th position. Larson still
If you've
running.
ever wished you could take buffalo chicken dip wherever you go,
And he is
Yeah, so
because Sonic up to crispy portable bites. Now wish for something else, like more hands to hold your bites.
Harrison
Sonic
Burton,
99 buffalo chicken dip bite.
46
Look,
laps.
baby, I don't have time to slow down.
2.
So sipping on coffee just isn't an option. That's when I turn to 5-hour energy. Just 5 seconds coffee.
Man, you're lucky.
5.
Sports never used to be this easy.
You always say so. The mutual customizes your car.
They only pay for what you need. That's what I'm talking about.
Stay up the freeways.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
All right, guess what?
This is my favorite part. Okay, time to get your own bed, Hank.
He has great prices.
Hope you like plaid.
If you ever wished you could
What's popcorn?
get more of what your pet loves, make it your lucky day because Sonic's looking at you for left. Now wish for something else, like more hands to hold your bites. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken tip bites. I'll have to slow down. Just to go. $5 energy. But you need to customize your car insurance. That's my boy.
USA. Whoever kill them all. Get ready for the
Watching this is my favorite part. You're watching. Okay. Then Hank. I'll do it.
John Wick is Taylor's house.
Get more of your pet loves every great price. Fast for you get you.
September 21st. It's gonna be fun.
From the world of John Wick comes a Peacock original set in 1970s New York. Young Winston Scott takes on the world's most dangerous hotel in the Continental. The world of John Wick. Part event begins streaming September 20th on Peacock. NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Bristol. Bass Pro Shop's night race. Just 24 laps still to go in stage 2. It is Bell and Larson running 1 and 2, and you take a look at the drivers that are fighting to stay in the playoffs.
And this entire group, all 4 of these drivers, all pitted around lap 130. Harvick, the only one, he pitted at lap 110. But Logano, Truex, and Bubba Wallace, because they ran out stage 1, they had to come to pit road, and now they are chasing traffic the best they can to try and stay in front of the leader for Truex. And Harvick's just trying to nurse this thing to the end of the stage.
Let's dive in a little deeper. We'll go through the field, brought to you by eBay, and starting with Joey Logano, Dave.
1 lap down now to the leaders.
All right.
Did last week to gain a 5th place finish. Tires in the final pit stop. All kinds of position. They were running about 15. He said, I may have to do that tonight. He's already done it by leading him out for the whole stage 1.
Right now, Martin Truex Jr. Dave +3. How important was this race for Truex? Well, he went to the simulator this week, and if you know Martin Truex Jr., that's a pretty big deal. Probably the second time in 3 or 4 years that he's actually been in the sim. That work helped create a pretty quick race car. And even though he's one of the cars about to that's a pretty quick lap time, but to quote him, Dave, traffic is annoying.
For Bubba Wallace right now, he's the first one out. He is -3 on the cut line. Woody Barker's crew chief told me this morning, we may have to go all out later on. We'll see how it plays out, but one thing we have to do is we have to be close to that 19 at the end of stage 2, Marty.
And Kevin Harvick right now below the cut line said the car is better. Here's the problem for Harvick. He's about to make
Bell's probably going to win the stage because he's out by almost 3 seconds ahead of Larson.
Yep.
He went to simulator race for us. He got the workman-like attitude for the rest of the race. If Harvick wants to get in, he's actually been in the sim. That
Looking at the final 15 laps, stage 2. Bell with a 2.5-second lead over Larson. It gives very impressive performance. Running in the 3rd spot, McDowell, a must-win situation, running in 4th.
There are moments in every race that kind of make or break your race. There's also moments in the playoffs. The bad moment was a week ago in a flat tire, but this may be the difference in his playoffs with 15 laps to go. Can stay in front of the 20, the 6 and the 23. He can eliminate some playoff guys. The lead lap, he has an issue later.
The racetrack. And Harvick told me earlier today, this is a grind-away race for us. He's going to have a work attitude for the rest of the
car in the picture there, the 42.
I'm getting real hungry if I'm Christopher Bell. I see that he is a playoff guy. I see the star gets the playoff.
In every race to kind of make or break your race. There's also moments in the playoffs. But bad moment was a week ago, flat tire. But this may be the
difference in this playoffs with 15 laps to go. Can he stay in front of the 20? The 20 is fighting hard because if he can put the 19, the 6, and the 23, he can put some playoff guys, or at least off the lead lap. He has an issue later.
Martin Truex Jr. just in front.
And up to fourth.
Pacific now trying to get by the 11 of Hamlin. Fourth.
Here, that's going to slow down this 20.
Picture there, the 42.
Kyle Busch.
I'm getting real hungry. If I fish for Bell, car, he is a playoff guy. Is he the 6 car? He is the playoff guy.
Bottom of the racetrack again.
Big time.
There you go.
Laps winding down here in stage 2.
Now, under 12 laps to go. Trying to put the 8th a lap down. Kyle Busch running 23rd.
Working for Kyle Busch. Bell can't get by him. Under 8 to go.
On the inside, can he complete?
So good in the middle of the corner. That 20 right around the bottom.
19, Martin Jr. just in front.
Dexter's running that bottom with your car is handling well.
Martin Truex Jr. That's going to slow down the 20 car.
So well right through this part of the racetrack. Right?
Yeah, the 8 had to check up as well there. And Bell
on the throttle.
The 8 he's got the 16 of Allmendinger down there. Now Bell goes back to the bottom.
I think he's worse right here.
Stage 2.
Kyle Busch has won so many races in this racetrack that's so good. Coming into this race, he wasn't thinking he was going to be fast. Just to stay on the lead lap.
Under 8 to go.
So good. Just middle of corner, that 20 right around Bell.
Go from Bristol in this second stage.
Your car is so well. Right here.
Probably not running as hard as he can. Kyle Busch on the other hand, trying to get everything able to maintain himself on the lead lap here, Cam.
And that car is doing nothing that Kyle wants. He is so complaining with
right here.
Loose off. They thought they made the right changes from yesterday to today.
So many races in this racetrack that's so good. Coming into this race, he was going to be battling.
Bell can't complete the pass on the 8 of Kyle Busch. Final lap of stage 2.
Under 4 laps now to go.
Christopher Bell won stage 1.
Stage.
To sweep the stage.
Doing to get by that 8.
Well, he get by Busch. He does not.
What? How is Carson Hocevar in 5th?
I think he's just good. Police is in 9th.
For second place, third actually in that stage. Started all the way in the back with a terrible ball. On his way all the way up to 3rd.
All right, final lap of stage 2.
When the world of business is constantly changing, you need to stay ahead.
Who's gonna do it?
So what about AI to generate new possibilities? What customers will like.
The Bristol stages, but none have gone on to win the
Expand your business by forecasting delivery routes with real-time data. With the most experience in the cloud, imagine how AWS will transform your business.
It has been, though, for second place and third, actually.
Bristol shopping will return October 4th, and I will not rest until every single watch it.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's with the sandwich names?
Oh, they're just nods to my time in the Army.
Oh, but what's the Stephen named after?
Stephen is from Navy Federal Credit Union. They've been helping with my finances since I enlisted. You want another Stephen?
Keep him Callahan.
Okay.
Maybe someday I could get a sandwich named after me. No.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Mental health matters. Tess is a chatbot that connects you with licensed telehealth counselors available 24/7. Text HI to 850-801-6119 to schedule a free telehealth appointment today. Text today.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Sonic. $3.99 bacon peppercorn ranch grilled cheeseburger for a limited time only at Sonic. Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? And by Toyota. Let's go places. Stage 2 is complete past the halfway point of this, the elimination race, the night race at Bristol. And now drivers getting ready to come on to pit road and teams anticipating.
All right, I'm back.
On the high banks here.
Next year, on the 8 below, they all line really strong. Michael McDowell told me, just keep fighting, we can point. Has air pressure adjustments to help.
He did not do a good job of managing, but the car builds way too free. The longer run, we need more rear security. Because they ran 181 laps today, they're going to hold them here for a little bit of fuel.
Drivers, for Chris Buescher, a little tight.
Without pit road.
Tires. 4 good years for State for Christopher Bell. Will this be another good pit stop for the 20 team? A little bit waiting for blue spots. Yes.
Like they're waiting for fuel. So Bell losing 3 spots on pit road.
Honestly, did not do a good job of managing that problem. Car built way too free. The longer run, we need more rear security. Because they ran 181 laps today, they're going to hold them here for a little bit of fuel. 4 stage points for Chris Buescher, a little tight in the center. 4 Goodyear tires. 4 Goodyear tires for Stage and Sweeper. Christopher Bell. Will this be another good pit stop for the 20 team? A little bit long, waiting there with the blue spots. Yes.
So, ground, but Bell losing 3 spots on pit road. Tied him.
Here we go in the next 75. Better off with an ally.
I need your help. People addicted make wrong decisions. Why?
I hear people are irrational.
The Irrational, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Melty grilled cheese beef, bacony burger, creamy peppercorn ranch, Sonic bacon peppercorn ranch grilled cheeseburger. $3.99 for limited time only. Stage 2 is complete. To the round of 12 on points, Denny Ham, one of the drivers, as well as William Byron. Points he's been able to gain and secure race. The most points you can with 20. Larson and Gibbs. Byron.
Melty grilled cheese beef, bacony burger with creamy peppercorn ranch, Sonic peppercorn ranch grilled cheeseburger.
14.
Shots for $3.99 for limited time only at Sonic.
Yellow. They are locked in and advancing to the next round.
Christopher Bell winning those.
Advancing to the round of 12 on points, Denny Hamlin.
Woo!
One of the drivers, as well as William Byron.
Following round.
been able to gain and secure from this race.
So far this race.
This is the round of 12 on points.
Shout out to Ty Gibbs right now. Eating base.
Sweeping stages.
Impressive run for Michael McDowell and most
20. Larson and Gibbs.
It's been a good day, but so far it just hasn't been enough. And that last one, they quartered a right front, so it didn't change the balance of the race car too much. But that was a 140 lap run. So if we get another one of those, just have to keep an eye on the down car if that starts to.
Advancing to the next round.
Something to also talk about this, tires and potential issues. Every car is still a racetrack at the start of this. So if you have a problem, you are going to have a horrible finish. Bristol, typically we see a lot of cars have failures. So if there's a lot of racing left to go, we might get that. But so far we have not.
141 laps remaining.
Very impressive run for Mike McDowell in a situation.
Latarda said you can't go that far on fuel.
And on that last run, they scored the right spot, so it didn't change the balance of the race.
Final stage.
30 or so 140 lap run. So if we get another one of those, just have to keep an eye on the down.
Fighting for the lead now. Gibbs on the outside. Denny Hamlin on the inside.
I could have wrote time down through 3 or 4. Not allowed Danny to get there. He had to give up the spot.
It's still a racetrack to start this. So if you have a problem, you are going to have a horrible finish.
Bushman Larson fighting for the third spot, and around goes to 7 of them.
Yeah, we might get that. But so far, we did not. Remaining.
Also involved. Big damage to the left rear.
Yeah, there's something being broken on the left rear of that 22.
Left rear down.
All right. We clap back out.
It is broke. Now, can they fix it?
Oh, dang, these nuts and balls are shit.
Money.
I'm going to run tight down here.
43 car, middle of the corner.
Gas.
Both corner exit. He tries to go the inside. Gets loose, overcorrects up into the 43, turns himself around. Now down the back straightaway. Contact right there and up the track.
All around goes Corey LaJoy.
51.
Oh!
A little bit loose there. Just turns right back up the racetrack.
Bending series champ, Joey Logano.
Logano's broken. Ha 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 ha. Bye bye. 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 See ya later. You won't be defending your championship. Ha ha. Woo. Glad he's out.
Started here with LaJoy. Down onto the apron, but then shot right back up the racetrack here, and that's where he collected the 22. Of the
Dude, that's stupid that the 22's wheel broke like that.
Wow.
Like, it absolutely destroyed that. Nothing happened to the body, really. But the wheel is just absolutely destroyed.
Oscar said a little too dangerous, so it's toe length or nothing. This looks like a lower control.
Bye.
22, Dave.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you hear the radio. You can see the body language from the crew. The radio to Joy was, "It's done." I don't think you can punch a left rear suspension on one of these cars and have it walk away. So they're going to bring it behind the wall, take one more look at it. But the two-time champion, Joey Logano, may be done for these playoffs.
Well, he's done for sure.
Hey, plus,
Yo.
you realize Danny Hamlin hasn't even won the championship, and Logano has two.
Currently out of the race. Cindric, 36.
Just think about that. That's how much Danny Hamlin sucks.
That'll have Logano being last. He may score it in front of Haley, who's also out of the race, a lap ahead of them. We'll have to see how the scoring works there, but he's going to finish 30.
Yeah, I can understand.
It's still the same. It's only 1 point back there.
One Logano didn't actually deserve, which was 2018, but last year he deserved it.
Now that we've kind of
Dude, he just hit both his championships.
this is almost like a new race. Everyone now knows how many spots you can beat someone. As you see Logano +2 currently, he will continue to lose another 3.2 points really. So now the target for Truex, Wallace, and Harvick could be much clearer in just a few more laps. Not easier. 32 car, you can damage lights over.
If they were still wanting the slims axles, that tire wouldn't be bent like that.
Yes, got into a wreck.
We'll have to see how back he's going to finish 35th or 36th.
Stay in the lead lap.
It's only 1 point back
Just
there.
not the year that they wanted to have. I guarantee you, this team will go to work, and they will be dangerous next year because this is not maybe the year they wanted, but they won't quit working. These guys are grinders. They will use this as motivation to come out strong.
But as you see, Logano
4 races to go.
will continue to fall. He can lose
Logano's still in the playoffs, by the way.
true X1s and Harvick.
Never before.
Let's see.
I want to get clear. Damage, night's over. But just not the year you expected from these guys, right? And even tonight, yes, he got into a wreck, but he was in a wreck because they were in the back of the field and did not have the pace
Focus on Bristol.
to stay in the lead lap. And it's not been the year they wanted to have. I can guarantee
No
you.
different than the end of the regular season.
Will go to work, and they will be dangerous next year because this is the year they want, but they won't quit working. These guys are grinders, but they will.
Do I think Giuliano's a better driver than Denny Hamlin? Yes. As much as I don't like him, yes.
I hate to see this, but everybody knows that, hey, you think this is
Because he had to become aggressive because he was being pushed around the entire time doing like 20 pins.
He tells you how it is. I'm sure what we're going to hear out of
And
Logano.
plus, Logano has 2 championships, and he's still in his low 30s. He's probably going to more in like later.
Up in something
You
like
know what I'm saying? He has like.
I see him laying Sawyer forward.
they are competitors.
This was no different than the end of the regular season.
So this caution.
Like I could see Hal Boosling in another one.
I know.
Possibility. Mark down is 35th.
Wendy's and breakfast.
I think the number 7 is still good.
Some Tay-Tay.
Eggman and Saucy Boy.
Wendy's breakfast is that breakfast. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3.
I'm happy. Logano's out.
Nostalgic cars in the light Hot Wheels.
I'll be judging fastly and furiously.
And I'll be judging you personally. Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. Mondays through Raw on US.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on deal.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Oh, what the Lauren?
Oh! Why do you bring this so home? Weird, you should get that checked out.
The future is now.
Enjoy an ice cold Zero Sugar. You're on your favorite member of the Coca-Cola Racing family.
Say Hamlin died to us. I still have the Sun.
Dude, how destroyed is that?
It is the Sun.
I need to look at the silhouette. No way, dude. That's crazy.
That's how destroyed it got in that video.
That's prized possession right there.
Yeah. I mean, this one has been slapped 15 pounds on the die test really hard, like 4 or 5 times. But I decided to test something else to die test at that. I'm wondering like what die test is. I've noticed that the semi-die tests are the slowest ones.
Mm.
The 34 car McDowell in the 20 of Christopher Bell off turn 4. They sorted out. Almost the same exact thing right here between McDowell and the 42. No contact though.
McDowell, it's such an impressive night already for the 34 team. Get crew chief Travis Peterson. Mentioned earlier their baby.
Ty Gibbs is in the lead.
Last week. Osavar holding strong on the outside.
Clear the 11. Here comes 5 of Larson into the picture once again.
There was some contact as well between the 34 car McDowell and the 20 of Christopher Bell off turn 4.
Wow.
They sorted out. Almost the same exact thing right here between McDowell and the 42. No contact though.
McDowell, it's such an impressive night already for the 34 team. And crew chief Travis Peterson. Mentioned earlier their baby, Lillian Peterson, big born last week. Osavar holding strong on the outside. The 6th spot. Still advantage Osavar, but here comes the 34, making that inside line work. Bell, winner of stage 1 and 2, just in front of these two. How about Ty Gibbs out in front now? Half a second lead for the driver of the 54.
Well, we good for Ty Gibbs if he wins. So we good for him.
He's had some great speed throughout the year at times, but just hasn't been able to put together complete races. But now that he has the lead, he's really in a great spot to just kind of get laps out of the way, stay out of control of the field, and possibly drive to his first win tonight, Dylan.
And that complete race is something that, as a rookie, is something that you just have to kind of learn with the more races that you do. Bristol, the rookie, actually veteran spotter, Jimmy Hirschman, as a guiding voice, as someone who can kind of help instill some confidence in Ty in those quick in-race instinctual decisions that you have to make. That's what separates the rookies from the veterans. Ty's learning those, but he's got some good voices in his ear helping to guide him as well.
That's exactly what he's missing, right? That sort of instinctual decision, quick decision making. When you're back at 10, 15, grinding it out all night long, sometimes you don't make the correct decision, and that causes you the track position to be able to push up in the victory circle. And you have a car that can win. Tonight he's been able to drive well, be smart, make the adjustments he needs to make, and now here he is as team put him out front.
219 laps still to go here in the night race in Bristol. You see the points on the left side of your screen. Logano, 4 points down below that line. And the reason that's important is Logano has now settled into 34th. He's off the racetrack, and that's as far down as he's going to go.
It is. So let's start talking about who really is in trouble. The 4th, Kevin Harvick. He's -3 right here. Don't worry about the points to Logano. That's not an issue. The 4th, Kevin Harvick, has to find some points on Truex. The issue is Kevin Harvick is a lap down.
Yes.
He's 28. He can only gain 2 more spots. I'm sure a couple more cars will end up a lap down, but if Kevin Harvick really wants a chance to advance, a solid chance, he has got to find.
Oh, you see. Oh, the Joy put the bump in the back of the 4 there.
So he has got to find a free pass, a wave around, a lap somewhere in the next 216, and not go a second down. If the 4 of Harvick goes down a second lap, it is going to be just unbelievable for the 4 car. No one's respected there. Junior, I know. It pushed around the rookie out there. Riding around with Blaney right here. Man, there was some contact back here, back in the field. Blaney falling back, not having the pace he was in. He was in 18th. Now back to 23rd. He is struggling. We saw Logano struggling. Now Blaney is struggling as well.
The thing he has going for him is as they're running, he's got a 23-point advantage over that 4 of Harvick.
Oh, Blaney in the wall there. Oh, Truex.
Gillen into it. Just hard racing in Bristol. Blaney trying to make something happen. It's right on board. And you know he's frustrated.
Blaney trying to make that high line work for him. We mentioned the woes for Kevin Harvick. Trapped the lap down, running in 28th, Marty.
-3 below the cut line, as you can see on the left. Rick Rodney Childers has told Harvick, hey, a long way to go. Still 209 laps left here at Bristol tonight. The problem is the handling has not gotten better all weekend. Listen to Harvick on the radio.
There's no way we can adjust that toe at a low price like this and not lose a lap, so we're going to live with that part. That's what I was getting at earlier. That's why I was saying I don't think you're going to fix it because of the weight. I mean, it's just dragging the thing around the corner. You can feel it.
Harvick said on the radio, Steve, he said, I can feel it dragging it through the corner from the quarter mark or half mark to the three-quarter mark of the corner, just shattering the tires. He said it did it lap one in practice. It's still doing it here in the race.
Rodney Childers talking about adjusting the toes. We talk a lot about the toe length because that's normally the part that you damage.
Right about.
Also, when you adjust
maybe get lucky at this point. So, it's a bummer. I'll watch the race like everybody else now.
Yeah, he's not out of the playoffs officially yet, but it is out of his control. So when he says get lucky, he came in 12 points above. We put all the stage points in here. What does he mean? Well, he's currently only 4 out to the 19. The 19's running 20th. I mean, there are still 32 cars in this race, so there's 12 points available for the 19 to lose if he was to have an issue. The 23 as well, above Wallace. He's only +4, and he's running 14th. So there are real opportunities for other cars to fall back and put the 22 back into the playoffs.
Yeah, they would have to have problems. So, like you had mentioned, you brought up Martin Truex Jr. running in 20th, Bubba Wallace running in 14th. If they back up that much, then yes, Logano could get lucky and get in.
Battle for the lead shaping up here is Ryan Blaney's desperately trying to stay on the lead lap. The 54 of Ty Gibbs is trying to put him a lap down. And right behind this 54, Denny Hamlin can't capitalize from second place to be able to take the lead. How quickly can the 54 clear Blaney? I think that's going to happen down here in 3 and 4, Jeff.
Yeah, Blaney just struggling. He's just not happy with his car. You can see right in the middle of the corner, the car just doesn't rotate. But I feel like he doesn't get in the corner great either. Like maybe a little bit loose on corner entry, but just no rotation with the front tires through the middle of the corner. Now the opposite for the ones we discussed that could lose points, Ryan Blaney at +23, he's running 24th. So he can only lose about 8 more spots, really. So he's not in a position to go all the way back to Logano. That doesn't mean that Truex, Wallace, or even Kevin Harvick, if he can get it going, Stenhouse.
Yeah.
And no specific issue for Ryan Blaney outside of what you guys just talked about. Absolutely no front turn on that car. But he does realize the backslide he's done in terms of track position. Here's what he asked his team.
We get on points. It should be really worried about the points situation. By 22 at the moment. Okay.
So they gave Blaney some reassurance. Right now, Blaney running in the 24th position, Marty.
Kim, Steve said it might happen. It has now happened to Kevin Harvick. He is down 2 laps here at Bristol. Steve, there's a long way to go, but if you're Rodney Childers on top of the pit box, how do you save this? How do you get Kevin Harvick back in the game here and maybe into the next round?
The unfortunate part is I don't think advancing has anything to do with the 4 car at this point. I mean, he's 2 laps down at 29th. There's no chance Kevin Harvick's going to give up. I would have no concern of that. He's going to drive it for all it's worth. Unfortunately, it's worth the 29th position so far through the race. So what the 4 really needs is some help. And that's Joey Logano needs the same thing. He's just not making any more laps. He's sitting in the infield watching. Before Kevin Harvick, he's out here riding around, but he's going to need a lot of help, either from some yellows or other issues of playoff drivers.
190 laps away from 4 drivers being eliminated from the playoffs. Right now.
Here at Bristol. See, there's a long way to go, but if you're Robbie Childers on top of the pit box, he's
Also, these who have not noticed, the iPad is been.
Has anything to do with the 4 car at this point. I mean, he's 2 laps down at 29. There's no chance Kevin Harvick's going to give up. I would have no concern of that. He's going to drive it for all it's worth, but unfortunately, it's worth the 29th position so far through the race. So what the 4 really needs is some help. And that's Joey Logano needs the same thing. He's just not making any more laps. He's sitting in the infield watching. Before Kevin Harvick, he's out here riding around, but he's going to need a lot of help, either from some yellows or other issues of playoff drivers. 190 laps away from 4 drivers being playoff. Right now, it's Logano, Harvick, Stenhouse Jr., and McDowell doing all the running.
The joy of home sweet hosting is so fast. Accessories store and changed it for opening it. Pack at your pace. Store your things until you're ready, and we deliver to your new home. Across town or across the country. Control moving and storage.
Back to the 43 car, still in the corner. Both corner exit, trying to go to the inside.
Just $3.99.
Right there and up the track.
When you
Big
think
hit.
lots of things come to
51.
mind. But when you think Homestead Miami,
It's a little bit loose there, and just turns right back up
the
the racetrack.
vibrancy of South Beach and the calm of the series, it's where you get a weekend of a million thrills.
Now in
Even to
jeopardy of
wonderful
not
final
making it
chances
out
to
of the
make it to the
round
championship
16.
4. It's everything we all think of when we think Miami, but so much more. Get your tickets now at HomesteadMiamiSpeedway.com.
Welcome to the big showdown.
Started here with LaJoy. Down onto the apron, but then shot right back up the racetrack here, and that's where he collected the 22, the 51. 31 also.
The Supermoto Cross
He
World
was
Championship.
damage to the left front. That looks like Ford attempting to beat Steve. Yeah, I think
It's the beginning of a new era. Let's see what they've got.
The official app of NASCAR Tracks has the latest race and event information from your favorite tracks. Search NASCAR Tracks in the App Store to download for free. Start using tonight. Get ready. Turn heads in the 2024 Ford Mustang GT Premium Fastback Performance Package. Scan the QR code now, or you can visit NASCAR.com/Ford Playoffs promo to enter for your chance to win.
Good little battle going on right here for second place. Denny Hamlin still maintains it. Larson has gotten to the inside of the 11 for several laps. Denny ran it really tight.
spun out.
Didn't allow the 5 to finish the corner, so he didn't keep the spot. Larson back to the top of the racetrack.
Creates that whole thing.
Gonna try to make another run at it.
Allgaier wants to be clear. If he was going to give him a little bit of
Fight for second as Hamlin running that low
36
line.
just
Larson
goes
a
in a little too
little
hard.
more comfortable up there near the wall. Suarez a lap down. Kyle Busch the next to go a lap down.
John Hunter going the grass too.
Kyle's right in front of the 54 car.
First, because the 19
Leader, Ty Gibbs, is Denny now working around the 99 with Suarez.
No, Martin's involved. Is that Riley Hunt?
Right traffic can present opportunity, but also can just kind of stabilize these battles as these drivers try to work through
On this
some
side.
of the cars that run the top of the racetrack.
Harrison Burton to the
We're seeing
outside
which drivers are on the move. Brought to you by Ashley Furniture. You see 33 spots. Larson starting in the very back, running in the third position. So 33 points for Larson. Buscher 16. Stenhouse 13.
Chris Buescher, watch him. You know, the race he won here last year, kind of snuck around, kind of quiet. Then late in the race, he got really fast, got the lead, and never gave it back. Dave.
Eric Jones is coming down pit road again, probably. He's not track right now, but he had a problem that sent the pit road, changed 4 Goodyear tires, and then he told the crew, it's broken. Something broke in the right rear. And that's a shame because this driver was having a great run after qualifying 31st. I asked Dave Evans, what would be a good day? He said a top 15. Well, they were running in the top 10. They were having a great day. Now Jones with an issue on the 43.
And it's been a great 2-race stretch. Did you know that on the backed it up with the third at Kansas, so that 43 car showing a little bit of pace here in the playoffs. Yeah, let's let it go. Kind of had a bit of a resurgence here in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, had Hocevar in the top 10 as well. I think we're trying to battle to get around this number 8 of Kyle Busch. Going to be a little lap traffic here that's going to help Kyle Busch again.
Hard to pass that 8, but Ty Gibbs doing all he can, Dylan.
And something else is somebody who is new to running at the front of these races like Ty Gibbs is, it's always a good reminder from the team to just tell you, we know these lap cars can be frustrating, but keep your head in it. We've got the best car out here. That was the message just a couple laps ago. Ty was getting a little agitated. The veteran voices we just talked about trying to calm him down and keep his head in the fight here with 165 to go.
$165 to go is over, you know, when we talk about a 500 lap cup race, okay, 165 to go. Well, he's used to 300 lap Xfinity races, so 165 to go is over half of an Xfinity race.
Well, this is what happens, Steve. These guys aren't going to make it easy for you. When you're trying to win your first race, they don't care. They just know that they don't want you to pass them, and they're going to make you earn it.
Lap after lap, we're seeing Gibbs running right off that left rear edge of the 8 and so close. This time, a little bit further ahead. When he got to the door, we'll see if he can complete this. This is to put Kyle Busch a lap down.
That's a pretty good exit right there on the 8. Yeah, he's got it now. I just don't think there's anything he can do at this point. Use it.
That means use all the racetrack. Come on up. You're clear. Good job by that 54 car. Being patient. A young driver often can make a mistake trying to battle a veteran like that and put him a lap down. It's Kyle Busch. You want to put him a lap down.
Well, he's talked about it when when Kyle Busch was at Joe Gibbs racing. That was the guy. I mean, Ty looked up to Kyle Busch. I want to drive like him. I want to have the success. I want to win races like he can. And now you're laughing at the guy. You're laughing at the hero.
And Steve, as we look at the big numbers here, 159 laps to go.
That's a pretty good exit right there on the 8.
55, so coming up on 9.
Now. I just don't think there's anything you can do at this point. Use all the racetrack going up. You're clear.
Will we get to a spot where tires
Good job by that 54 car. Being patient. The young driver often can make a mistake trying to battle a veteran like that and put him lap down. It's Kyle Busch. You want to put him lap down. Well, he's talked about it when Kyle Busch was in Joe Gibbs racing. That was the guy. I mean, he looked up to Kyle Busch. I want to drive like him. I want to have success. I want to win races like he can. And now you're laughing at the guy. You're laughing. You're a hero.
The tires that were taken off of Brad Keselowski's car, who's in 13th right now on the last
Ty Gibbs might actually win.
Yeah. He does as a dude, so I ain't even complaining. Yeah, I would see Hocevar be a top 5.
Well, your agenda matters. So you mentioned Brad. So you look over on the left, plus 46, right, in the 6th position. Well, you look where he's running. You say, oh, man, we're having a great day. We're running 13th. A blown tire up into the fence. You're going to finish 32nd. versus pitting on the green to put new tires on. So that's why the answer isn't the same for every team. Matt McCall might have to say, man, I think we have a top 10 car, but discretion's going to win tonight. We're going to pit a little early, put new tires on, not because it's going to help our finish, but it's going to advance us into the playoffs. Versus the 19, who's at +5, and, I'm sure the tires are gone. And here comes the 54 to try to put the 19 a lap down. But he has no options at this point. You're in this situation. You have to continue to gamble and risk it.
Ty Gibbs, he's been out front 94 laps. And again, a reminder, has never won at the highest level of stock car racing, but leading the field here at Bristol.
Advance auto parts.
I need that down power. And the reliability and
The 19, who at +5, I'm sure the tires are going. Here comes the 54 to try to put the 19 a lap down. He has no options at this point. You're in this situation. You have to continue to gamble and risk it.
Ty Gibbs, he's been out front 94 laps. And again, a reminder, has never won at the highest level of stock car racing, but leading the field here at Bristol.
advance auto parts. I need that diehard power. And the reliability and probably durability, right? Yes. My diehard, choose diehard.
And Advance Auto Parts is the home of diehard. We're going to try this for free.
Abuela. She makes the most. This is how we advance. I like that bone. I got a great price on it. You see my tail when that chili box showed up? Oh, I saw it. My tail goes bonkers for treats and great prices. Sorry about the pause. Save more on what they love with everyday great prices at Chewy.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I started a dog walking business. Oh! That. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing. Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Running up and down that field looks tough. It's pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $37 per month, Purple starting at $39 per month, and learn how to save up to $300 on your furniture purchase only at Ashley.
Hours of love from you. All the right parts from us. With eBay Guaranteed Fit.
Let's just see the Oval Office.
Okay.
Did you find the letter opener?
I did not. I also want to lose track of Henry's doll somehow. New season premieres October 4th.
Bless America. Denny Hamlin has taken the top spot away from Ty Gibbs. Now Gibbs falls back to second, and here comes Larson. They're both all trying to lap the 19 at Truex, and I'm not sure if the Gibbs cars, Denny Hamlin and the 54 Ty Gibbs, are trying all that hard. Denny to the inside of the 19. They see the 5 car of Larson is here. They have to go. They have no choice. But
Did you see that?
Oh! Looks like he had a tire go down as he came off the chair.
Like when I said that it happened.
That was quick. Yeah. I think he made contact with the wall. I'm not sure if he just got loose there, Rick.
Truex was an issue.
Now is, the situation now is
First tire failure of the night.
was he the reason for for the yellow.
Yeah.
NASCAR manage that situation, Steve. So
Oh, no.
at the time of the yellow, the car scored. The first car scored one lap down, gets the free pass. Unless you are.
How bad is the damage?
It ain't that bad.
Ain't that bad.
There's some slats on the door and stuff.
Yeah, truck should be okay. Hopefully no totaling damage.
No, nothing is broken. I don't see anything broken on it.
I don't see anything, so he's good.
And Mark Truex Jr. said on the radio, and James Ball said everything okay in there. They said, I think so. He said, I just got out of shape. So it was not a tire going down. And he did stay not on the lead lap, right? They down one lap, is that correct? Down a lap. But the question is, how much damage is to the car? He hit the right rear pretty hard. And did it damage the race car? It ain't got any better at all. 10-4. That was the only good response you can have there. Although I will say, James Small and Mark Truex Jr. have some of the most colorful radio in the series. But when I ask either of them about it, they don't. I mean, they literally look at me like, yeah, I mean, I guess. They really think it's totally okay, totally normal how they interact. So as long as they're comfortable with it and it's productive, and it has been productive this year, it was easy to second guess when they weren't winning. Now that they have moved on to winning, working. To your question, Jeff, is the right rear damage? It looked like he hit it with the right rear quarter back on the hill. I'm not sure the tire actually made contact with the wall. The replay of the contact like he had with the vehicle. He might have really escaped extremely lucky there. Get the free pass.
First car scored a lap down, and the pit road, the leaders come. Denny Hamlin, Larson behind him, Gibbs running in that third spot, Dylan.
Michael McNeil had been moving forward, said I was pretty decent right there, just going to make a small air pressure adjustment. 4 tires and fuel. Ty Gibbs got just a little bit too free on that run. Another minor adjustment for him. Denny Hamlin called that run his best balance of the night, but he wants to be a little bit tighter just to make sure he can run off. Boy, Dylan, has been such an impressive night for Kyle Larson. Started 36 from
9.2 seconds.
dead last on the field, up in second. He said the bar just gets way too free. He said, I don't know what I can do to make it better. I'm trying to baby it as we run, but the car is way too free at the end of the run, Dave.
Chris Buescher looking good points-wise as they run, but needs a little bit of adjustment. Didn't go anywhere on that run. As for Bubba Wallace, he is just barely above the cut line, giving up positions here as he comes to pit road. Needs good tires, needs some lateral grip. He actually got to the wall right as that caution was coming out. So it's a little bit of damage, but not too hard for 23. Hamlin and Larson hold on to their positions. Buescher and Bell grabbing a couple spots off the pit road, but it was the 19, sliding up into the wall. The caution comes out. Restart happening next.
A bed with above the ear erection might be painful, embarrassing, difficult to talk about, and could be Peyronie's disease, or PD, a real medical condition that urologists can diagnose and have been treating for more than 8 years with Xiaflex, the only FDA-approved non-surgical treatment for appropriate men with PD. Along with daily gentle penile stretching and straightening exercises, Xiaflex has been proven to help gradually reduce the bend. Don't receive if the treatment area involves your urethra or if you're allergic to any of the ingredients. May cause serious side effects, including penile fracture or other serious injury during erection, and severe allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Seek help if you have any of these symptoms. Do not have sexual activity during and for at least 4 weeks after each treatment cycle. Sudden back pain reactions and fainting can happen after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have a bleeding condition or take blood thinners, as risk of bleeding or bruising at the treatment site is increased. Join the tens of thousands of men who have been prescribed Xiaflex. Make an appointment with a Xiaflex trained urologist. Visit bedcarrot.com to find one today.
Looks like you got a corner office.
Something greater.
People have what really counts. That's a lot of people who know things like team, and some music moments. On experiences in the long way.
Someday in Foxborough, the rivals will battle as Miami Dolphins face Patriots beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern football night in America on
This is gonna get good.
run for Michael McDowell with 133 laps to go, Dylan, running up there in the 6th position.
And they've got to win. This was the pep talk that crew chief Travis Peterson just gave his driver.
All right, it's all going to be on you. I just need you to dig deep. What I was telling you there is the only place you need to get better is driving deeper into 30. So I need you to find a way to drive it in a little deeper and let that thing roll. She looks great. When you let it break and let it roll, we can be the best car. We can win this yet.
And Travis told him, I know we've got the winning setup. We've got the winning setup from last year.
There we go again.
Full sin from here on out all the way to the end.
Well, we know how the 11 and the 5 are going to race each other. They're up there in the front row. And Denny has raced aggressively against the 5 of Larson. So Larson said, well, okay, I know how you're going to race me. I can race you that way too.
And expect you to run the tight on this first couple of corners on this restart. If they go into one side by side, then it would love to get along to clear the 5, but Larson is there. It'll be a tight.
Come on, Lawson.
Wallace, he is starting in the 11th spot right here. We're in pretty good shape to make this the next round.
Back underway, 131 to go. Larson, yeah, very good on the inside.
And he doesn't want to give him a lot of room here to be able to clear. Almost has it done. Down into turn 1 and 2. Should accelerate off of 2 and have it. Larson's still hanging around. Up the track is 11-5. Right back to the inside.
Larson fighting back. Hamlin having to run that second line.
Larson rolls up. Almost to the door at the flag stand.
Good run for Denny Hamlin through that turn. And the 5 got loose.
Larson got a little tight off the bottom. Almost got into the left rear quarter panel of the 11. It's a little bit loose there. Trying to break the car. Getting back to the bottom to take away the air. Force the 5 out of the gap.
Bell looking at the outside of Butcher. See Bell nosing ahead now. Here comes Chris Buescher on the inside again.
Yes. Oh, by the way, we have 7 people watching right now.
That's awesome.
Racetrack, Buescher rolls in on his left rear. When his car accelerates off the corner.
Oh gosh, this is great racing right now.
Yep.
Everybody on the bottom of the track, except for Chase Elliott back in 2nd place. He moved up the racetrack, making a little bit of ground. Some contact at the bottom of your screen between the 6 Keselowski and Priest. Bubba Wallace and his teammate Tyler Reddick side by side as well. Now to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get around McDowell in the 34.
Now is the time when teams are talking big picture. Bubba Wallace, 4 points above the cut line. Okay.
Oh, Rick Bubba's entry into the playoffs this year was dramatic. And we were on the edge just watching him get in. Now it's going to be the same way if he can transfer. Just 4 points now. A car that needs some lateral grip. You can see him race his teammate here, Marty.
They that battle for the lead between Hamlin and Larson. Fun to watch. You know what else was fun to watch? The battle for the three playoff droppers. Marty Truex Jr., Kyle Buescher, Ryan Blaney, duke it out right now. Truex is in that 3 pass position in 19th, and so far on the right side of the playoffs.
Well, through that valley, the majority of the field with a few exceptions.
They can make it on fuel. Hopefully they can make it on tires. So the 19 is fortunate enough to get a yellow and get back on the lead lap. That takes a lot of pressure off what he's trying to do in the playoffs.
Steve, I think you went on record and made the comment, look out for this 19 team if they make it into the next round as far as potentially winning the championship.
I think if he advances from here, in my mind, as crazy as it sounds, I have him going all the way to Phoenix. I think nothing has gone right in this first round, and if they can survive it with this disaster around. He had a flat tire basically at the green flag last week, and he can survive this after what he's going to be this year, missing the playoffs. Walking through that valley and coming out the other side, winning and winning the regular season championship. It was already in my mind the 19. I'm not going to call him a favorite, but he becomes a favorite championship for.
And see, the crazy part is that they will go to the round of 12 if they can make it as tied for the number 1 seed. They get all those playoff points back. And what makes it even more impressive is what Martin Truex Jr. is doing tonight. He didn't talk about this week, but in that race in Kansas, he hurt his wrist. He said, almost felt like he broke his wrist in this race 10 years ago. He said it was almost invalid impact. He can't imagine 500 laps at Bristol. Sprained wrist. Truex doing it right now.
Truex had a sprained wrist. I didn't know
The
that.
worst racetrack, and will come here to race with an injury. This is the wreck we saw early in the race. Drives in the corner, rear tire goes down. Another car came and smacked the wall right front end, and that's when he injured his wrist.
I was part of a charity event that he held on Wednesday called Scrap Walk for a Cause, where they raised money for Martin Truex Jr. Foundation to help kids with cancer. And I went to shake his hand at the beginning of the event. And he said, really got to be gentle. It's hurt. It's hurt. It doesn't feel good. And I thought, man, that's pretty amazing that you can come out here and know that you're going to race 500 laps at Bristol with potentially a sprained wrist.
You and I can use the swing approach and cut your arm in a sling and nobody's going to shake your hand. But when you're a playoff driver or even a cup driver, you don't want to walk around with your arm in a sling.
Okay.
Reiterated with Ricky outperforms the car's capability a lot of times here. It's hard as the playoffs get deeper for a single car team to step up to that level.
I'll push one of the playoff drivers for a lap down. 20th, lap 21st, also a lap down.
Bell dominated the first 6 8. Behind in the first place. How have they put themselves behind here today? They did not set up the car to Kyle Blakely. Has been complaining all night long. That last time he just said, we have to try something. I am feeling tired. Like this lap after lap. Very frustrated. That's Chevrolet.
Part of the field. 8 times he's been victory lane here at Bristol.
That'll be a positive for them, Dave, because that has been this executing to finish it off.
One of the playoff drivers scored a lap down. He's in 20th behind Martin Truex Jr. A lap down, and Blaney is in 21st, also a lap down.
Final second on the racetrack right here between Larson and Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell dominated the first 2 stages. With pretty good speed here on this run. It slows down on the back bumper of that 5 car. Larson fights through traffic. Then he's kind of drove away to a very comfortable lead in the second half. Not racing up to go, but Christopher Bell and his team, I know they want to win for the worst way, but if they can get through tonight and just have a clean night, have good speed and a clean night, that'll be a positive for them, Dave, because that has been their weakness, is executing the finishing races.
One thing about the playoffs, late folks are running 4 races on that grade, as you mentioned. So, yes, that is part of the playoffs. He can't go just pushing and risking it at this point, running third, having led 186 laps and gained the stage points and the playoff points. They're in great position right now, looking less than 2 lines, but it's Bristol, and there's 100 laps to go.
Start the show. Not the playoffs can be affected by accidents happening. The state already. Joey Logano got caught up in an accident. He scored 34th out of this race. Harvick is 3 laps down right now. Chastain a lap down. Blaney, Bush, and Martin Truex Jr. All playoff drivers scored a lap down. Hamlin and Larson Running 1 and 2 here in Bristol. 97 laps to go.
There's still a lot more.
It's like a science project. Ordering lunch. Easy for you and me. It can be so difficult for a young homeowner turning into their parents. Are those all different medicines?
Brown rice, white rice, or
And melty cheese in a portable crispy golden shell. Run away, Dip. You're free now. Sonic $2.99 Buffalo Chicken Dip Bites.
We got the house! Pods handles the driving. Packet your paste, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing. Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Running up and down that field looks tough. It's pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Thanks. I'm coming in fast.
These fins can fly. With flat out, pedal to the metal, game-changing speed. They can take your breath away. But this week, they run into a wall when Belichick and the Patriots try to stop them in their tracks. Dolphins, Patriots, made for Sunday night on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
NASCAR Fan Rewards is free to join. You can earn points by watching the races, enter trivia, playing fantasy, and much more. Save your points. You trade them in for free tickets, autographed merchandise, exclusive NASCAR gear. Visit NASCAR.com/fan-rewards. It's a NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Bristol. Bass Pro Shop night race. As Denny Hamlin continuing to lead, he has now eclipsed 14,000 laps that he has led in his career, and 56 of them have come here at Bristol tonight, and he continues to add to that number. Playoff drivers, we take a look at their night.
Christopher Bell wins stage 1, and coming to the end of that stage, Larson barely beats Truex by about a foot, taking a point for
NASCAR Fan Rewards is free to join. You can earn points by watching the races. You can trip fantasy, much more. Save your points. You can trade them in for free tickets. Good merchandise, exclusive NASCAR gear. Visit NASCAR.com/fan-rewards. The NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Bass Pro Shop night race. And Denny Hamlin continuing to lead. He has now eclipsed 14,000 laps. He has led in his career, and 56 of them have come here at Bristol tonight. Continues to add to that number. Playoff drivers, we take a look at their night. Christopher Bell wins stage 1, and coming to the end of that stage, Larson barely beats Truex by about a foot, taking a point away from Truex.
Christopher Bell wins stage 2. Right after that, the Senate car, Corey LaJoy gets in trouble with a big crash on the back straightaway, taking out the 22 car. Logano, race is done. Martin Truex Jr. comes off turn 4, gets loose. NASCAR thought it was going to be a big wreck due to caution. It actually helped Truex, that caution did. Another big road to work on the car. He's actually driving through the field up into the racing with around the 10th place car. Really smooth on the 19. He's getting yellow. Might be able to get himself back into this race, but they just put down Eric Almirola a lap down. So now Eric Almirola is in the free pass. Truex got a long way to go to be able to pass that 10 car, to be able to battle for that free pass. That's Travis at 19, securely a lap down. Well, Dillon's on the other side of the racetrack. Yeah, and Austin Dillon is just a little ways in front of Hamlin right now, so he could also go a lap down. That would pin the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. even further back. The big wild card in this for me is the 6th place car, Michael McDowell. We haven't said a lot about him all night. We reported in
You know, as Gucci was in here at Busher last year when they won, 34 is pretty good. We heard that motivational update about driving a little bit deeper into turn 3. And the reason I say all that is because it's easy to do the math, what point of position, okay, we got a river garage, +5.
Nothing I could say other than
That's assuming we don't have a new winner. 34 don't mean to see 6.5 seconds back. But Dale, you just said it during commercial. I mean, he's run here all night long. This is not a tire run for 34 years. He never, we've seen crazier things. Heck, last night, Allgaier he pitted with like 50 to go and drove from outside the top 10 to the win. Yeah, I guess, if this is, the end of the playoffs for the 34-car team tonight, the one thing that we do need to mention is that them running in the top 10 is now a normal occurrence. This is no longer a surprise or an overachieving moment for the 34 team. This is what they expect of themselves, and now we expect of them. They're winners on the circuit throughout this year, and consistently showing that they belong in the playoffs. They belong in the competition. How much better can they get? There's still more room for improvement for this team. Raise the expectations of performance week in and week out after that win. And Indy got them into the playoffs. Now they consistently run very well, but it will take a win for Michael McCall to be able to advance not just into the next round. Blake has gone 2 laps down, Jim.
And Ryan Blaney, one of the drivers that's wearing the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Inspired Scout gloves. You see him right there? And that was drivers in the field right there. These drivers won't race, but each year, each time Dale, sometimes the driver wears them, they'll auction them off, and then they will use those funds to help the Dale and Amy Earnhardt Fund at Nationwide Children's Hospital. And the drivers went over and put in Blaney and Cordell Joyce said, what's wearing these gloves? Not only are they the most iconic glove in motorsports, but it's for a great cause. So Dale, lots of enthusiasm for this program.
A lot of drivers embrace it. We had over 60 drivers this week. That's what happens with the auction. That's where the auctions will take place. Interesting auction. So I'll not the drivers sign. Even the race winning gloves tonight. When you sign and bid, we just didn't go to the night call. All the drivers always very supportive and supportive of here for everyone wanting to help each other. 42 car service. Really getting along the race that gets
Foundation.org.
I thought over there last year, it was fun. Yeah, a bid process. I kind of got mad. I don't know who did it. I think my wife was bidding it. You think that's what happened?
I can't believe you helped me give. Yeah, I would have thought you.
But when you say you wanted, she wanted to get you. No, I think we just didn't communicate well. There's a nice place when he goes far and just allows him to go back to the front of the field, and he's trying to put the same car a lap down.
Another one.
Yep. Kyle Busch just struggling, not able to really improve the handle of the car. With each opportunity under caution, and he continuously finds himself being hounded by the leader of the race. Trying to get out the 38 car, that's no fun. That's not working for him on the bottom of the racetrack. The track there behind the 38 is the leader right. Dylan, what you got on the leader?
Yeah, so the fun part about this race for Vinny and Chris Gabehart is that they really didn't come in here and race for points. Chris Gabehart says this race to me is every bit as big of a marquee event as Daytona or the Southern 500, but a lot of times you can't enjoy that because you're stressed out points.
Also, I want 8 back bars and 7 more bikes. You want me to take the PS4, take the board from this.
You're going to go outside. You're going to go to the outside of the racetrack.
I know the same as everything is possible, but this is impossible. This board is not going to work in here.
Try to get around here.
These holes are smaller than the stars. Not going to look or feel very
Try to work the bottom here, just like this.
I might be able to do that.
Competitions do it. That's the protocol. Follow that 8. Now we're 3 wide with the 5-car large.
You guys consider it
Careful with contact there.
Running in the middle of the track.
Report from your neighbor, someone in his apartment still alive.
With the car that handles the speed.
But that's not true.
What happened with the 2022?
So, every independent analysis of those flags wants to say it out loud. In fact, you need to do this flags, and so the question should really be asking is what each flag stands for.
And also, you know how this
White country.
Right now, Waller can't really lose any points. But once you go down another lap, then there are 5 other positions that could pass him on the racetrack. He's currently at +4 now. The only reason he didn't lose it all was that qualifier and that's the difference with Bubba Waller. They can make a lot of racetrack. Watch. Right in the middle of that racetrack.
There are 5 other positions that could pass him on the racetrack. And currently at +4, that would be enough to eliminate him. It's a great point. The only reason he could read it all was that wall and that stage finish. He didn't stage points. That's the difference with Bubba Wallace. He's taking a lot of great time around the bottom of the racetrack. And if you watch, he's not right against the yellow line. That found some grip right in the middle of that treated racetrack. There's a lot of rubber buildup from the right side tires all night long, and now Vinny is putting the left side tires in that rubber buildup and getting the turn with the left front tire. Really smart to get the move around even in that little small area of the racetrack and find a little bit of additional grip and turn from the race car. You see where he's running? He's got the left side right in the right side rubber that has been put down all over the ball. He's actually found some great speed.
He doesn't want any problems tonight. He wants to clean it. He's going to race
put a lap down.
I mean, he's shot contact with me.
One of Denny Hamlin's cars, and the other one's right there, the 23 of Bubba Wallace.
Coming up on 45.
Owner driver Denny Hamlin. Confident since the playoffs
Bubba Wallace
have started.
On a lap down. Running at 14.
Running up front.
13 cars on
for night. Bottom of your screen. Just left you cannot get around the 42 post bar. Get right on the back bumper here. You gotta want to tell you how you can get this thing go. Why are you holding up? It's the playoffs here.
Looking for another win.
Hard enough not to get to it, right? It's just he doesn't want any runs tonight. He wants a clean race. He's working hard, but I'd be shocked if Rackett wants to make contact with him.
And he hasn't won a race this round, but they've been close. And Chris Hickmore said that could be the better taste in your mouth if you let it.
Oh. There we go. On 45 laps to go from Bristol. The elimination race for the playoffs. Now Bubba Wallace has just gone a lap down, running in the 14th position. So only 13 cars on the lead lap now. Denny Hamlin out in front. He has led 97 laps. Well, that's the most 187. Ty Gibson's in front for 102. So Denny Hamlin looking for another win in 2023. An automatic bid into the track, which he already has 2 points. Let's go through the field of playoff drivers.
this round, but they've been close. And Chris Mark said that didn't put a bitter taste in your mouth if you let it when you're performing at a high level and you can't get the results you want. We're not letting it do that to us. We're in a great spot mentally right now. They came here to Bristol, not really having to worry about points and kind of having a night where they can just come out and have the pressure of points racing. That weight being lifted off their shoulders is a big deal to them, and they're happy to try to finish it off with a win now.
Larson hoping to close this round the way he started this round. In victory lane, remember he won the 7,500 at Darlington to advance to the round of 12. A round that Larson told me earlier this week he's a little bit worried about. He said those tracks just do not suit me very well. I feel confident though. If we can make it to the next round, we'll be a championship threat.
Christopher Bell has won here when it's covered with dirt. He's one of the Xfinity Series. If he wins it up, he'd like to have that Cup Series win. He doesn't have to. Looking good in the points category right now as they run. Dylan, like to make that runs in the fifth spot. He's on the move. And adaptability and executing when the moment comes with the need of the game and goal. All night long for them. Michael's done his part. That's exactly what he's going to do. The car has been run into the window as well. And he's just looking to run down these four cars in front of him.
William Byron now a solid run here keeps him in the points as they run as well. So Byron 65 is the best. Other than the leader there, he has
Wow, we have 9 people watching, 10 watching the stream actually.
Oh, well.
Wow, that's a new record right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to say other than this has been a good race, and I hope that he wins. That would be awesome, especially with the way I'm feeling, me having a sore throat and everything else. It would be great.
Survival. It is absolutely a race. Survival is have to be there at the end. They're still in the race, running in the 20th. So it's a hard break for running in this race. Not the case this year. Lots of them into the round as late last week in Kansas. It was such a relief to come here and take the
Hope it's Austin comes out so Danny Hamlin doesn't win.
That
It has not been a pretty night for the 19 team. But right now, on the right side of the cut line, and James Small told me this morning, if they get out of the round, I still feel like we're the team to beat in Phoenix. We can still win this championship.
Mari for Kyle Busch and that team. And it's been perseverance for the first 2 races of this round. So I asked Drew Team Randall Rack what they needed to do here tonight. He said survival. It is absolutely a race at survival. We have to be there at the end. They're still in the race, running in the 20th position for that car, which does not like. And as we talk about cars that drivers don't like, Ryan Blaney and David has been playing all that long. We absolutely cannot get that car to turn. The goal for this team is the top 10 finish here tonight. Right now, they're running in the 21st position. Despite that, Marty is almost solid to make it to the round at plus 26 points.
Dave mentioned a moment ago with Bubba Wallace. I go back to stage 1 and the midfield surgery made for Ross Chastain. They got 5 stage 1. And it looks like Chastain will be leaving the round of 12. That surgery gave him a lot of breathing room. Those 5 stage 1 right now,
still green.
above the top line.
Keep it this way.
Kevin Harvick had hoped for at one of his favorite racetracks, Bristol Motor Speedway. Now down
Reddick, but then Gilliland is right behind Reddick. Austin Dillon as well is within range of straightaway of this 23. Oh, Bubba pushing it really high up there, up out of the groove. Let's listen to what this 23 team's talking about. That conversation right there was over racing with Larson. Just a few laps ago, there was contact between the 5 and the 23 on a couple occasions as Larson was trying to get around the 23 to be able to clear and move forward. Well, and they wanted him to let him go because, you know, the The 23 is good in 4 points, but one straightaway back and he's out of the playoffs. So if you get messing around with Larson enough, you know, he's going to just a little bump and you're out. Behind him, the 45, I think is okay. 38, though, to your point, is right there. We're talking about how stressful it was for Bubba Wallace just trying to make the playoffs. And now he's trying to make the next round and knows he's only a few laps away from being able to do that.
Do not mess this up, Bubba. You're in a good spot.
That conversation right there was over with Larson. Just a few laps ago, there was contact between the 5 and 23.
By the way, I think Lawson set something at 11. He fast right now. He goes in about 400 of a set.
He's good at 4 points, but one straightaway back and he's out of the playoffs. So if you can mess around with Larson enough, you know, he's going to just a little bump and you're out. Behind him at 45, I think he's okay. 38, though, to your point, is right there. We saw how stressful it was for Bubba Wallace just trying to make the playoffs. And now he's trying to make the next round. And knows he's only a few rounds away from being able to do that. So Reddick's so ready. He knows the situation.
Come on. 19 to go.
Reddick's car is going to get a little bit wider here if he gets closer.
But Gillen's also got to get with the 20 car. Christopher Bell, who's in third position, wanting to get through. We're going to talk about 3 here for a moment. I think not his fine. I mean, he is right in front of the few positions that he needs to maintain, right? Is okay. He's by no means in a very comfortable situation. At this point, I think how much would you share with your driver in the situation? Let him know, like, tell him everything about how close he is to losing a few spots he needs to maintain. No, I would have been very clear that we are not racing the 5 and you were to let him go, but that was it. I wouldn't put any more of the driver's plate telling you doing fine, that's a great position. 16
I'm nervous right now. I'm actually nervous right now.
What?
15. I don't want anything to happen. Keep it green.
I mean, the 5 is setting up.
3 laps down. Coming up on the 19 of Mark Truex Jr., that'll put him 2 laps down.
Keep it green.
That's not an issue if the yellow doesn't come out, but if he gets 2 laps down and then the yellow comes out, there are more points to lose for him, and he's not, you know, rock solid. It plus 5 is okay, but he would much rather stay on this lap. The 11 at this point, I think they worked well together earlier in the race. Now with pay windows open, Eddie Hamlin wants to win the night race. He can't help the Truex at this point
himself, and this is how
I don't.
Come on.
Looking for number 3.
12 to go. 12 to go.
Sword. Even say it's the winner of the night race. No. It brought up quickly. Denny Hamlin. Under 12 laps to go. Denny Hamlin is now under 10
No, 11.
First 2 races.
Please, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Just Bristol Denny Hamlin introduced himself to the crowd here at Bristol.
Got there, and you would think Denny Hamlin here, and that's one thing.
Oh.
Didn't even say his name. Dinner in the country. You know, put together. Walked off the stage. What a day! The biggest race. Denny Hamlin is now under 10 laps, 8 laps to go.
First 2 races he had winning. So good, Darlington. Kansas. Little sleeping on the restart, got beat by Tyler Reddick, but he was finish off the potential with a win.
Oh, man.
And there's a new confidence.
Come on.
We've seen him in the playoffs so many years. Mark Truex got there. And you would think Denny Hamlin might be the favorite this year. He could do it this year. But he just a little bit short year after year. And that's one thing that everybody looks at is Denny Hamlin, the fifth-time winner in the Cup Series. He has put together an amazing career.
Yeah.
He's won the biggest races of the sport. Just hasn't found the championship. But this year, there's something different about Denny Hamlin. There's a confidence about him. He knows that he could win this championship if he continues to put races together like he has already in this first round.
Come on.
Right there, Larson back in second place, gets into the fence off turn 4.
Okay. 3.
Recovered though to be able to get going again.
3.
So Denny Hamlin up front.
Okay, come on.
Coming
Come
up
on.
on 2 to go.
A mile to go. Come on.
Junior currently running 19, 2 laps down. The Martin Truex Jr. 5 points.
2. No caution.
4 points above the cut line. And again, Joey Logano out of the race, watching to see if anyone else will fall out of the race. Under 2 to go for Denny Hamlin.
White flag. Final lap.
And this time by.
Final lap.
Presented by Credit One Bank.
He's going to do it.
Denny Hamlin, the 42-year-old
Let's.
from Chesterfield, Virginia, has put together an amazing race. He's led 192 laps.
Heck yeah! Woo! Woo!
51 career wins for Denny Hamlin.
Oh, for the PlayStation.
With his finish, will advance to
Yeah!
12.
Woo!
Truex Jr.
Yes!
Former champions and Joey Logano,
Woo!
former champions and Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick eliminated
Yeah!
round of 12.
Woo! Yeah!
The others that will be eliminated, top 1 points, including the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 34 of Michael McDowell. McDowell with a 6th place
Woo!
just couldn't get
Yeah!
up front. It was a bus whistle. Harvick ending this race.
Wow!
Laps down.
Yeah!
Celebration beginning now for
Yes! Woo! Woo! Yeah. W. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! That is awesome.
start to the evening. Rain in the area.
Yeah!
We go the distance.
Yeah! I am so happy right now. I may be not be feeling well, basically, but this is awesome.
Kevin Harvick out of the car, his final season of Cup racing. We will not advance to the round of 12. Same scenario.
Yeah. I am so happy. Favorite driver gets knocked up.
Joe Gibbs Racing, 207 career wins.
Woo!
Again, 51 of those accounted for by the driver of the 11, Denny Hamlin.
W. Yeah.
Second at Kansas, and he winds up winning the Bristol night race, another crown jewel. I think you're starting to like this with the fans. A little banter you have going back and forth, do you?
Everybody likes to win, right? So it's can't think this whole FedEx team enough. It's just they kicked out this whole first round. It's just amazing how good our team has been. It's just so happy about the way we're running and can't wait to keep going.
You've made many championship 4 runs, Denny. Is something different with the 11 team this year, though?
It's our year. I just feel like we've got it all put together. We got the speed every single type of racetrack, and nothing to stop us at this point.
So these fans' motivation for you, there's a lot of booze out there.
Hey, I'd be your favorite driver.
Savage, go.
He's going to beat everybody else's favorite driver. So obviously, Denny Hamlin is good to Chase Elliott fans. Probably a little mad there. When you said confidence,
That's a fact.
It's hard of Denny now. He's becoming more vocal. He's on his podcast. He's making news. He's doing all these things. And we're very comfortable with the moves.
Yeah. I'm happy, dude. I may be feeling sick, but this is awesome.
I think that says a lot about
I turned off the race before we even won.
What?
I turned off the race before we even won.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it.
Hopefully, he
And the
fills
Chase
his
fans are
license
triggered.
Stetson.
Bye, Chase. Get triggered. Let's go.
You like Chase Elliott won the championship, but Dean Hamlin never did. He almost won it like 5 times, but never did.
Look who's missing the playoffs this year. Woo.
I don't care. Reddit's still in the playoffs.
And all my favorites are in the round of 12, including Bubba Wallace. Another reason why I'm extremely happy. Bubba Wallace in the playoffs. Let's go.
I think like 4 or 5 of my favorites are in the playoffs.
All of them are in the round of 12. Yes.
But my other favorite that are out this time was this Harvard.
All right. What's your opinion on this race?
I did a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, same. 6, 7.
But if Hamlin didn't win, I'd probably do an 8 out of 10.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and end this stream. So, yeah, my favorite wins. Let's go. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, peace out.